Hey there, Mark Ashbridge here, one half of Mark and Tracy, and founders of CryptoProfitSecrets.com. I'd like to welcome you to this video. In a moment, we're going to share with you a very important presentation that's going to reveal exactly how you can build incredible wealth through cryptocurrency. Now, you've probably heard by now of Bitcoin. And we're going to share with you how you can jump on this incredible journey. Now, before I hand you over to our good friend Saj P, I'd just like to clear up a couple of things. First of all, what you're going to learn in this video, the system that Saj is going to show you absolutely works. Now, I watched this exact video probably at the time of doing this video now, a couple of months ago. And I wanted to test it thoroughly before I started sharing it with you. And having done that the last couple of months, doing some small tests, I can guarantee that what you're about to see does in fact work, and you can build incredible wealth through this Bitcoin currency system. The second thing I want to make clear is at the end of this presentation, there's nothing to buy. There's no training course or anything like that at the end that you quite often get with these kinds of free presentations. It's purely a training session only. If you want to get involved in Bitcoin at the end of it, then obviously there's that's opportunity that's there for you, but there's nothing to buy at the end. There's no training course, there's no membership, there's nothing like that. It's purely going to show you exactly how you can get started building incredible wealth using Bitcoin. So I'm now going to hand you over to Saj P. I'll be back at the end with just a quick summary and let you know if you've got any questions how to get those answered. But otherwise, I'm going to hand you over to Saj P right now, and I'll see you at the end.
Okay, so once again, welcome to the Crypto Profit Secret training presentation, or what I call the crypto revolution. Okay, now, one thing I want to say to you guys, okay, right now, the biggest transference in wealth in history is happening right under your nose, basically. So you should be feeling very lucky that, you made the effort to be here today, because, by being here and understanding this, you can ensure that you don't miss this train. Okay, because right now what's happening is so grand, it's so big. It just doesn't fit into the old model of investing or what's previously been possible. I mean, in cryptocurrencies and specifically Bitcoin, people are going from nothing to becoming multimillionaires in no time by leveraging the power of these cryptocurrencies. And today I'm going to be showing you everything you need to know to capitalize on this and achieve phenomenal success. Okay, now my name is Saj P. Many of you on this call know me already, and there's a lot of new people on this call as well. And if you're new, you've never heard of me before, I'll give you a very quick, brief introduction shortly on who I am and kind of what I've done in this industry, okay? But today I'm going to be sharing with you what I've learned over the past few months in the crypto space that's allowing me and my team to achieve extraordinary results in a very quick space of time. And then I'll show you exactly how to duplicate what we're doing, okay? I also want you to know that I have nothing to personally sell you on today's call, okay? Usually when we do a webinar, we're selling a training program or coaching program. So I have personally nothing to sell you on this call. So this is going to be pure training and strategy. And I'm going to be showing you the exact system that we're using in our team. And some of us are earning up to 5 Bitcoins a day, and the exact strategy that you can implement and put into practice and how to duplicate what we're doing, basically, and if you've got a desire to become a crypto millionaire, then I'll show you a realistic game plan on how to get there very, very quickly. Okay, now are you excited about that? Yes? Okay, excellent. Now, we've got a lot to cover in the next hour or so. I'm predicting this is probably going to be about an hour to a 90-minute session. Okay, sometimes it might go slightly over. Okay, it might even be quicker if I talk quite quickly. So, give yourself enough time, because there is a lot for you to understand. And I've designed this presentation so it doesn't matter if you're a newbie, a complete beginner, you're intermediate, you're advanced, you've got a lot of experience, you've maybe got some cryptocurrency. There's going to be something in here for everybody to take your game to the next level. Okay, so there's a bit of education, it's going to be entertaining, and most importantly, you're going to learn a powerful strategy on how to really build massive wealth with cryptocurrencies. Okay, so it's very important that you're not distracted during this presentation and you're paying full attention, because there is a lot of small, finer details that you need to understand. So pay attention to everything I'm going to say, okay? I mean, this presentation can solely be responsible for the biggest financial turning point of your life. So you don't want to miss anything, all right? Another thing I want to say, guys, is this is obviously in the field of investing and finances, and I'm not like a qualified financial advisor, okay? And because we're going to be talking about investment vehicles, I also need to take a moment right at the beginning to give a legal disclaimer and an income disclaimer, which is required because I'm not a financial advisor, okay? So, I cannot and do not make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn any money with our ideas, information, tools, or strategies. You should know that all the information here is purely for educational and informational purposes. So nothing on this presentation or our websites or any of our content or curriculum is a promise or guarantee of results or future earnings. And we don't offer any legal, medical, tax, or professional advice. So any financial numbers referenced here or on any of our sites are illustrative of concepts only and should not be considered average earnings, exact earnings, or promises for actual or future performance. Now, many of our students, as you may already know, achieve immense financial success, but your results are solely dependent on you, your grasping of this knowledge, your hard work, and market conditions. So use caution and always consult your accountant, lawyer, or professional advisor before acting on this or any information related to a lifestyle change or your business or finances. So you solely are responsible and accountable for your decisions, actions, and results in life. And by watching this presentation and following our advice, you agree not to attempt to hold us liable for your decisions, actions, or results at any time, under any circumstances. Okay, so just need to say that right at the beginning. Now, in this presentation, I'm going to be showing you hidden opportunities that are extremely low risk and offer extraordinary results. I mean, as far as I know, the banks know about these strategies and are taking full advantage of them, but they're not sharing it openly with the public. As you know, most of these banks want you to be happy with the measly 1 to 3% returns a year that they give us, right? But there are some extraordinary opportunities in the cryptocurrency space. And if you know these insider secrets, you can really do very well very quickly. And I mean, these opportunities are available for everybody. It doesn't matter whether you're a beginner with no experience, even if you've got no money, okay? Or even if you're a seasoned pro with a lot of money or anywhere in between, you can use what I show you to amass massive success with cryptocurrencies, okay? Now, I'm going to encourage you to think big on this call, okay? Because what I'm going to share with you can really make all of your kind of financial struggles that you've been going through, or all of your kind of setbacks and previous failures that you've had, what I'm going to show you can absolutely obliterate all of that and put you on the fast track to success. So I want you to think big and really seize this opportunity with both hands, right? So in this presentation, I'm going to be showing you, number one, how to leverage this unique insider system and give you a realistic strategy to become a crypto millionaire if that is something you want to do, if that's what you're aspiring for. Okay, I'll show you how to earn a daily passive income in Bitcoin. I'll show you how you can turn 1 Bitcoin into 5 Bitcoins over and over again, something I call the Bitcoin multiplier method, and how you can get started for free. I'll also show you how you can potentially earn $100 million in the crypto space within a year. That's exactly what the strategy that I've set up. Okay, and this is really only for the go-getters, right? And I'll show you how you can get started with zero experience, how to buy your first Bitcoin, even if you're brand new, and even if you're starting with just $100 or less, right? And I'll also show you why now is the absolute best time to get in front of the Bitcoin revolution, and a lot more. And there's some pretty big claims that I've made. Okay, it's my job to now prove these to you, right? So just pay attention, have an open mind, and make sure you're focused and you're really taking all of this information in, and then get ready to act upon it. Okay, can you do that? Yes? Cool. Now, first of all, if you look around right now, you're going to see like all the billionaires and like super successful people in the world, like really going gung-ho talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I mean, Richard Branson is one of these, visionary people who love the concept of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and blockchain and everything to do with crypto. Okay, and he actually accepts Bitcoin in his company. So, this is a quote from Branson himself. He says, there's a big industry around Bitcoin. People have made fortunes of Bitcoin. Virgin Galactic is a bold entrepreneurial technology. It's driving a revolution. Okay. And Bitcoin is doing just the same when it comes to inventing a new currency. This was Branson talking on CNBC. Then you've got this guy over here, Peter Diamandis. Some of you guys may know him. He's a very innovative entrepreneurial. The head of something called the X Prize Foundation that you may have heard of is like a think tank for some of the most successful entrepreneurs in the world. And he says, at its core, Bitcoin is a smart technology designed by very forward-thinking engineers. It eliminates the need for banks, gets rid of credit card fees, currency exchange fees, money transfer fees, and reduces the need for lawyers in transitions. All good things. Then we move on to this guy over here. You may recognize him, Al Gore, who was the 45th president, okay, of the United States. And he says, I think the fact that within the Bitcoin universe, an algorithm replaces the functions of the government is actually pretty cool. I'm a big fan of Bitcoin. And the list just goes on and on and on. Here's Peter Thiel, the co-founder of PayPal. He says, I do think Bitcoin is the first encrypted money that has the potential to do something like change the world. Okay. And then the man himself, Mr. Bill Gates, as he says, Bitcoin is a technological tour de force. Bitcoin is unstoppable, and Microsoft accept Bitcoin. So, when you've got people like this really getting behind something, it shows you that, there's something to pay attention to here, right? And at the time of recording this presentation, Bitcoin price is currently sitting at over $7,000 per coin, guys. I mean, is that insane or what? I mean, check out this growth pic in front of you. I mean, I don't think anything has grown this much in history, and nothing that I've seen anyway, just within a few years, go from nothing to now being worth $7,000 per coin. I mean, it's just insane. I mean, you may know this guy if you've been following the whole crypto world. He's Ronnie Moas of Standpoint Research, very reputed guy. And he basically says we're still only at the tip of the iceberg. And he predicts that all cryptocurrencies will be worth $2 trillion in the next 10 years. And a significant bump from there, which is a significant bump from their current standing, which is about 150 billion. And Moas basically, and I agree with him here, sees a direct parallel between the crypto market and the dot-com boom of the 1990s. Now, Moas is predicting that the prices of Bitcoin very quickly will reach $15,000 to $20,000 very, very quick. So now is the perfect time to jump into this, okay? Here's basically another director from PayPal, basically. His name is Wences Casares, and he's predicting that Bitcoin will hit $1 million in 5 to 10 years. Now, these people aren't fools, by the way. They're not just your average random person on the road. Okay, these are very well-respected people who have achieved a lot in their field. Okay, you may have heard of John McAfee before. I'm sure you've heard of McAfee antivirus software before, right? Pretty sure if you've got a Windows PC, you might already have McAfee. All right. Well, this is a guy behind it, John McAfee, and he basically claims that Bitcoin will be worth $500,000 in 3 years. If you don't know John McAfee, I mean, he's the guy who created the McAfee antivirus software that ended up being purchased by Intel a decade ago and made him like 8 figures and made his name famous all around the world. I mean, he's the reason we all recognize the name McAfee antivirus software. Now, once again, this man's no fool. He's a public go-to figure that's often interviewed for his technology expertise. And he also now runs one of the largest crypto mining companies. And I mean, if you don't know, crypto mining is a very expensive and complicated process by which cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin get released into the marketplace. So, I mean, this is somebody, I mean, he knows what he's talking about and he knows what he's doing in terms of being an incredible smart entrepreneur. And he believes that Bitcoin is going to go to $500,000 and more. And, it's not anybody that's just saying this, okay? I mean, he also said that he's got some kind of doctorate in point set topology that can notice patterns, and it predicts Bitcoin over $2.4 million in a few years. Now, for those of you guys who aren't experts, you really have to sometimes put your ego aside and just listen and try to understand, why would somebody like this say that? I mean, there has to be something behind it. And it's that missing piece, to understand why people like this are making these claims. If you can really go behind the kind of words and understand what's going on, that's what can make you incredibly successful. Okay, I mean, you don't want to just listen to your brother who works for the bank and says, "Oh, it's not possible for Bitcoin to hit that amount. It's just ridiculous, etc., etc." You want to really see what's going on in the marketplace. So you really have to start paying attention when people like that are saying these kind of things. I mean, first thing you should know is that Bitcoin is not going to be continually circulated, okay? They're not going to always put new Bitcoins out there. So there's a cap of 21 million Bitcoins that are ever going to be mined. And once there's 21 million Bitcoins in circulation, then that's it. So obviously, if you just follow the laws of supply and demand, okay, there's not going to be more Bitcoin put out into the marketplace, okay? And as the demand keeps on increasing, this is what drives the price higher and higher. I guess a simple analogy would be if you look at the property market, for example. Okay, like property goes up and down, but in the long run, if you look at the graph, it's always going up and up and up. Because why? There's less land and more people. So the supply is less and the demand is a lot more. Obviously, Bitcoin is a lot more complex than that, but it's a similar kind of analogy. There's only going to be a limited amount of Bitcoins ever available, and the demand, as it keeps on increasing, okay, the price will keep shooting up. Now, add to the mix things like this, okay? This is from Sky News, right? There's news circulating that Amazon will also soon be accepting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies in their marketplace. What's that going to do when that happens? Once again, it's going to drive up the price. Now, also with thousands of Bitcoin ATM machines popping up all over the world, and there's thousands of these now, okay? And there's huge companies like Microsoft and PayPal who already accept Bitcoins, and then you add to that the limited supply of Bitcoins and the massive demand. I mean, come on. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to see what's going to keep on happening to the prices of Bitcoin. It will keep on climbing and climbing and climbing. And the question is, when are you going to jump on this train? Now, we haven't even got to the good stuff yet. I'm just doing a little bit of a soft introduction, okay? I'm going to show you how you can start earning Bitcoins every single day into your account without having to buy them at today's sky-high prices. But for now, for those of you who are new to this call, I'll very quickly share a little bit more about my background first and, what made me get involved in Bitcoin right now and why I'm so excited about it. Okay, now, my name is Saj P, and, I've been a successful entrepreneur now for over 10 years and a leader in the digital marketing space for over a decade. I started off my journey as a top seller on ClickBank. You may know ClickBank. They're the largest digital products network in the world. They've paid out billions of dollars to their vendors and affiliates, and I'm a 9-time #1 bestseller on that platform. I also own a company called Pro Advertising, and I've made millions of dollars in this industry, and I've got a real passion for teaching and helping others. So I've now personally coached and trained over 500,000 students over the world on how to make money online. And I'm very proud to say that our company has some of the highest documented student success stories in this industry. And I mean, I have many students who have reached a 6, 7, and some even an 8-figure income online. You can see one of my top students, Shaq, on the picture on the right here next to his white Ferrari. And, he's one of my top earners, earning anywhere from $600,000 to $700,000 a month. And many of you may recognize him. I've also been a pretty sought after public speaker, and I've delivered presentations to thousands of people around the world, including, with the likes of Richard Branson, Lord Alan Sugar, President Bill Clinton, etc., etc. I also do a lot of work with corporate companies and businesses and help them scale up their marketing. Here's a testimonial from my good buddy Jordan Belfort, who you may recognize from the film Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo DiCaprio played him as a leading role. And, he says Saj P is an incredible leader and has great vision and impact when it comes to marketing and business growth. He's given us a lot of great advice in our company. Follow him closely. So anyway, that's a little bit about me if you've never heard of me before and you're on this call. And, a few years back, some of my friends told me about Bitcoin and how I should get involved. And I was like, no way, man, this is just a fad. And I just wasn't interested. I guess my ego got the better of me, and I just thought, okay, you know what? I'm in internet marketing. It's highly lucrative. There's super cash flow rich business that I'm involved in. So I always treat other investment opportunities as secondary. And even though people whom I respected and who were very successful kept telling me to buy Bitcoin, to be honest, I just didn't listen. I slept on the whole concept of cryptocurrency. Then I saw Bitcoin prices rise to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 in front of my eyes. And I literally saw people, some of whom had nothing, go from zero to earning millions of dollars. And in some cases, tens of millions of dollars. Now, you may have heard of some of these like wild success stories yourself in the news. I mean, this is a funny one. I just had to put it in the presentation. This is a 10,000 Bitcoin pizza, which is perhaps the most famous story out there. Okay, this was the first ever real world purchase using Bitcoin, where a Florida developer bought 2 pepperoni pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. Okay, at the time that was just worth like nothing. I think like $20 or $30 or whatever it was worth. Now that pizza and that pizza purchase is worth over 20 million. Okay, so that is one hell of an expensive pizza, right? So this is an old screenshot, okay? But basically now, if you look at the price, it's worth a lot more than that, okay? So, at the time, the transaction is only like $20, but, I bet that guy is kicking himself right now. Well, I personally know people who have made some huge come-ups like this. So, recently when I saw Bitcoin rise in price to like 6,000 and then 7,000, I was like, damn, enough is enough. All of these predictions that I've been hearing about that these people are making about Bitcoin hitting 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 and more are all true. And I really need to start investing in Bitcoin immediately if I want to catch this wave. So what I did is I immediately went out and I bought a bunch of Bitcoin. Okay, you can see a screenshot from one of my Bitcoin wallets. A wallet is basically like an online PayPal kind of site where you store your Bitcoins, just like a PayPal, but it's for Bitcoins. Okay, so you can see a screenshot from a few weeks back where I just went out and I just went crazy and I bought like 9 Bitcoins for like $60,000. Okay, and once I did that, I felt much better. Because I knew that okay, I actually own some Bitcoin now and I know it's going to keep going up. I knew it was a good investment. I wasn't going to lose money in the long run. But you know what? A part of me felt like I had still missed the train a bit. I mean, I knew ultimately it's going to go up in price and I'll make a good ROI. But deep down, I was like, man, if only I could buy Bitcoin at 2009 prices and make tens of millions like so many other people did. I mean, that would really be a miracle. Imagine you could rewind time and do that. I mean, would you like that opportunity? Like, ask yourself, would you like that opportunity? Yes? Okay, cool. Well, I'll show you how. So, having the kind of profile that I have, I've been quite blessed to, build up a little bit of a name for myself and a profile. So this has given me access to some insider private groups, okay? And within those groups, as if by a blessing from somewhere, um, some of my business associates and partners started showing me a system that they're using to literally multiply Bitcoins and earn income daily in Bitcoins. So it's like when I first saw this and I really started paying attention to it, it was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. I mean, some of these guys were literally generating 1 to 2.5 Bitcoins a day and are still doing so. So at the current rate, that's like almost $20,000 a day in Bitcoin. And remember, as it's in Bitcoin, as the value of Bitcoin rises, the value of their money just keeps growing. I mean, that's the unique beauty of this system. And I'll show you exactly how it works in a moment. Okay, you can see my buddy Justin, who I'll bring onto the call a bit later, hopefully if he's around. Okay, and this is him like posted the other day. Yesterday my Bitcoin was worth 152,000 and now 24 hours later it's worth 179,000. We'll talk more about him in a second. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, I'm definitely getting involved in this. Whatever's going on, I want to know. And I went out and I met all the top earners and the top leaders, and I just started really digging into this. And over the last few weeks, I've really learned about this system back to front. And this is what I'm presenting to you today. Okay. Now, look, when I'm looking at opportunities, what I'm really looking for personally for myself is maximum leverage. So I think to myself, how can I get maximum results for my time, for my risk, and for my energy? And that's exactly what I'm going to be passing on to you now. So what I was really looking for is how can I get maximum gains both in the short term and massive gains in the long term? So really for me, this whole Bitcoin strategy was a jump from being a business owner to an investor. Now, you may recognize this diagram. It's called the cash flow quadrant from the famous Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So, he always says in his books that ideally you want to move from the left-hand side of the quadrant to the right-hand side of the quadrant. Okay, so on the left-hand side, up here, you've got an employee where basically you're just stuck on the rat race. You basically have a job and are trading your time for money. Very hard to create wealth and an amazing lifestyle for yourself over here, right? Then you have down here, self-employed, which is basically a glorified job. You basically own a job. You're still trading your time for money, and it's tough. It's a tough, it's a tough life over here, right? And according to Robert Kiyosaki, if you want to build wealth and lifestyle, you want to move over into the right-hand side over here. And this is where it starts in the B quadrant. Now, as you know, I've been very successful in this B quadrant for some years. I mean, this is where you're a business owner and you own a system that makes money for you. So even if you walk away from your business, the money should keep rolling in. So you have people and systems in place to manage the growth of your business. Now, this is very liberating. And, I've been in here, this quadrant, for almost a decade now. Okay, but it's taken me many years to get to this stage, and it still requires constant attention and work to maintain it. But I love it. I love being a business owner. Okay. But the ultimate stage is where you move over here to the I quadrant, where you become an investor and where your money continues to grow and expand for you, even if you're not involved. And this is what we're going to jump into with the strategy that we're using over here. So, being in the B quadrant for so long, I've developed the ability to see leverage, to see real opportunity and see what's good and what's a waste of time, basically. And quite frankly, this ability to figure out a good opportunity and put my energy into what's going to pay me a huge return is exactly what I'm doing here, and exactly how I approached moving into the I quadrant, because that business experience I've got has been very helpful for me to decipher everything to do with cryptocurrencies, and that's exactly what I'm going to pass on to you. Okay, so it's very important to act fast if you want to capitalize on this, because timing is everything. One of my first mentors said to me something that I remember to this day, and he said, Saj, money loves speed. The people who get the biggest results are the people who can act in the biggest way and act in the fastest way. And that's just simply pure fact. So before we get into the good stuff, let's just take a very quick look into Bitcoin and why it's causing this huge revolution. I mean, Bitcoin, you just can't you can't sleep on it anymore. Okay, it's a runaway train. You cannot stop it. Okay, it's experiencing some of the fastest growth ever seen in any investment in history. So if you're new, I just thought I'd give you a tiny bit of education on what Bitcoin actually is and why it's becoming so popular. Now, I don't want to spend too much time going into what Bitcoin is, because we want to really focus into the money generation aspect of it. And for those of you guys who are quite logical, who want to dig deeper and find all the ins and outs and the history of Bitcoin, etc., I will send you after this call access to a free training course that will explain in depth about the ins and outs of Bitcoin, the history, and what can be done with it, etc. Okay, but for now, I'll give you a quick overview before we get into the insider money making Bitcoin multiplier system. Okay, well, Bitcoin was invented in 2008 by a supposed Satoshi Nakamoto, which is actually a pseudonym. Nobody really knows who is the real creator behind Bitcoin, okay? And Bitcoin is the world's first decentralized digital currency. So Bitcoin is actually a digital currency, also referred to as a cryptocurrency, and is created and held electronically. So the banks of the world and the governments, they don't mint Bitcoins like they do money. Bitcoins are created by people on computers all around the world using very complex software to basically, do these mathematical equations and validate transactions and introduce new Bitcoins into the economy. Okay, there's a whole complex process that goes on behind it that you don't really need to know, right? If you're interested, I'll send you more information on it. So this process is called mining, and it means that Bitcoin isn't controlled or directly influenced by any specific company or any specific central authority or government. You see, traditional currency systems, in traditional currency systems, I should say, consumers like me and you and investors don't have a say in economic policy or its underlying mechanics. We just trust the banks to protect our money and our governments to protect the banks. And there's a lots of corruption involved in that world, okay? So this skewed concentration of power to these few institutions presents a great risk for people like me and you and investors, because we can lose vast amounts of our wealth due to circumstances that's entirely out of our control, okay? However, Bitcoin provides an opportunity to take control and not have to rely on this self-serving institution for our financial well-being. So it's a digital currency, just like your US dollar or British pounds, and you can use it to pay for goods and services from around the world. It's also a global payment system that allows you to transfer Bitcoin from as little as a fraction of a penny to in excess of billions of pounds or dollars instantly for free or at an absolute minimum charge. So it's like a decentralized trust network, free of banks, company, government friction, or corruption risks. Okay. Now, just to give you a little bit of a background on currency, if you don't know, because this is all building up context. Remember, I'm the kind of person who really believes, because I can just show you the money-making system in like 20 minutes. We're going to cover that soon. But I always believe that if you don't give somebody the right context, they can't really value whatever you're going to show them. So what I'm giving you right now is just some brief context to show you how much of a revolution Bitcoin is actually causing. And that's going to make you have an aha moment and see what an incredible opportunity this is and why you have to jump on this right now. Okay. So just so you know, once upon a time, money, the money that you hold in your hands, the pounds and the dollars and the notes and the coins, was once upon a time backed by gold, meaning that the dollars that you hold had gold reserves as a foundation determining their value. But nowadays, our currency is known as something called fiat currency. Okay, it's not backed by gold or anything anymore. It's just a currency that the government has declared to be legal tender. It's not backed by any physical commodity. So the value of fiat money is derived from the relationship between supply and demand rather than the material like gold, which it once upon was built upon. All right. So governments basically can now print as much money as they want, and this actually reduces the value of it. So, inflation is happening all the time. The prices of products and goods in the world are increasing. And as that is happening, the value of your money, the dollars, is decreasing every day. So if you have $1 million sitting in your bank account today, this is going to decrease in value and purchasing power in 5 years from now. I mean, it's not even a big deal having $1 million anymore, but you can't even buy a decent house in London for $1 million. You probably get a 3-bedroom house close to the city, which is nothing. And in 5 years' time, $1 million will become even less valuable. So this is why Bitcoin is causing a revolution in finance, because Bitcoin is decentralized currency, which means no party holds power or control over it. Okay, it's evenly distributed amongst its users, and the system is far more robust to attacks and free of corruption. Okay, so it's a peer-to-peer global payment network as well as an actual currency. And once again, because there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoins mined, this limited supply coupled with massive demand will keep on pushing the prices higher and higher over the years. I mean, it's gone from 0.05 cents to $7,000. That's like a 10 million% ROI, right? And it's paved the way for many new cryptocurrencies to come into the market as well. Okay, so Bitcoin is also powered by something called blockchain. So all the transactions that happen when you send or receive Bitcoin, they happen through this blockchain, which is basically a network of people and computers, and it stores every single transaction that's ever taken place on the Bitcoin network. Okay, and then you've got another thing called a wallet, which I explained earlier. A wallet, I'm just explaining all the basic Bitcoin world terminology to you right now. Okay, a wallet is basically what you use to store Bitcoin and to transact, okay, to send Bitcoin and to receive Bitcoin. Just like PayPal that you use for money, you have different Bitcoin wallets. The only difference is Bitcoin payments are instant. There's no delay, okay? It's a little bit of education for you before we get into the system. Now, before we move on to how to make money with this, another very important point that I really wanted to put into this presentation so you can understand how our current financial and transaction system which is very old and cumbersome, and how Bitcoin completely is disrupting this old, outdated model. So you see, our financial system hasn't changed much. There's been an upgrade from physical coins to credit cards, which obviously has greatly increased the utility of money on a global scale. But behind the scenes, it's a very problematic system. I mean, the credit card that you use today has actually been around in various forms for about 70 years. But when the credit card was invented first, okay, the internet was never part of its vision. I mean, they didn't know that one day there's going to be a thing called the internet and we're going to use our credit cards on the internet. So it's very important for you to understand this. So you see what a superior technology Bitcoin and blockchain is. Okay, so when credit cards were invented, the internet was never part of its vision. So as it became apparent that the internet would allow people to buy goods in a way that was never possible before, okay, the financial technology behind credit cards has continuously been forced to innovate so we can basically use it. But, it's not been a good, robust system, as you're about to see. Like, for example, Visa and MasterCard dominate how we buy goods online. So let's take a look at a simplified version of a typical online transaction with Visa. So say we have a guy called Mike over here who's basically got his Barclays card and he wants to buy an Apple iPhone from Apple's website. Okay. Well, first of all, he'll initiate a payment online to the Apple website. His payment details, along with millions of other people's payment details, are held on Apple's servers. And if a hacker wanted to pull this information, they can pull this information from Apple's website. So basically a honeypot of financial information. Then Apple pulls this from the database and requests WorldPay, which is the acquiring bank, to process the transaction. The transaction is then fed from WorldPay into the Visa network, and Visa then requests the permission to pull the amount from Mike's Barclays card. Barclays card check their database and confirm the transaction and release the funds. Now, this might happen quite seamlessly to you, but behind the scenes, it's actually a very complicated process with a lot of loopholes and danger. Okay, and this is just a simplified version I'm showing you here. Okay, it's actually a lot more complex than this. So, consider some of these real life scenarios that can happen. For example, Visa network can experience technical difficulties due to an IT glitch and momentarily stops processing transactions. Happens all the time. WorldPay, the company, could become insolvent and offer payments and honor payments to Apple anymore. How many banks has that happened to in the past? Barclaycard could become insolvent and can no longer issue credit to Mike. Apple servers can get hacked and the credit card info of millions of customers could be lost or stolen. Okay. As a credit card transaction pulls funds from a customer's account, it's common practice for the customer's payment details to be held on the merchant servers for future use. This once again creates a large honeypot of sensitive payment details and a sweet target for fraudsters and hackers. And then once again, there's always potential due to human or system error for a credit card or debit card to be wrongfully charged without prior notice. Okay, this is all Commonwealth things. Now, compare this to the same process with Bitcoin, which is an instantaneous transaction that doesn't require the mediation of like a third party, such as your bank, to turn into cash, because Bitcoin is the digital equivalent of cash. So in this scenario, Mike initiates a payment online. His payment is then propagated around the Bitcoin network and validated by miners. It now becomes a permanent record on the public ledger. Now, no, Mike never discloses any sensitive financial information in the transaction because, the merchant doesn't need to store and secure financial data. So there's no honeypot of customer payment details stored by the merchant. Then the Bitcoins are instantly received and once a transaction is done by the merchant, and the merchant does never have to worry about chargebacks as Bitcoin payments are non-reversible. So the payments are direct and the digital equivalent to a cash payment. So by using Bitcoin to pay for his Apple iPhone, Mike bypasses the need for any central authorized institution like a bank and eliminates a lot of this complicated process and all of the potholes. Okay, so this is why this technology, all the billionaires are getting behind it, because it's like a seamless, fast technology. Just a quick overview. Okay, so before we get into the money-making system, I just wanted to put this in the presentation. So I know some of you guys are brand new, just to give you a bit of education, because I've really been going deep into this stuff and looking into it from all angles, as you can see, because I'm really backing this crypto stuff now. Okay, so for example, here's a couple of scenarios that can happen with Visa and why it doesn't happen with Bitcoin. So for example, here on the left-hand side, Visa network experiences technical difficulty due to an IT glitch and momentarily can't process transaction. Well, in Bitcoin, this wouldn't happen because the network is decentralized. So if one miner experiences difficulties, the workload will simply be distributed to other miners on the network. WorldPay becomes insolvent and cannot honor the payment to Apple. Well, Bitcoin isn't a company, therefore it doesn't risk insolvency. Barclaycard becomes insolvent and can no longer issue credit to Kate. Well, Bitcoin isn't a bank, so it can't become insolvent. Apple servers are hacked and credit card information of millions of customers is stolen. Bitcoin transactions don't require a server to store sensitive customer information, negating the risk of hacking. Okay, and finally, as a credit card transaction pulls funds from a customer's account, it's commonplace for the customer's details to be held and hacked, etc. Well, payment details aren't stored on the Bitcoin network, so there's no honeypot of information once again. Okay, so, what's the conclusion over here? Okay, the conclusion is that with negligible fees, no permission required to interact with the network, and no intermediaries due to its decentralization, Bitcoin presents a radical change and truly tangible and significant advancement to today's financial industry. So welcome to the most exciting and revolutionary invention since the internet itself. And once again, limited supply and high demand literally makes this the best investment in the world right now. And the numbers don't lie, guys. Look at the numbers from $0 to $7,000 and climbing. And as Bill Gates said, nobody can stop Bitcoin. Bitcoin is unstoppable. Cryptocurrency is the future. So how can you get involved with Bitcoins right now? I mean, is it too late? Okay. I mean, everybody wants to own as many Bitcoins as possible right now. I mean, imagine owning 100 Bitcoins. And each Bitcoin being worth $10,000, which is very close to now. Well, that's $1 million in money that you've got, value. And what happens when Bitcoin goes up to $20,000 or $100,000 per coin? Okay. And then also, once you have one Bitcoin, how do you turn that into 5 Bitcoins? And how do you turn 5 Bitcoins into 30 Bitcoins? I mean, if you have a lot of money, because it's so expensive to buy right now, you can just buy Bitcoin and hold on to it and store it in your wallet. I mean, it's a smart investment, but you can grow it more rapidly. There are ways. Okay. So let's look at all the different ways to earn Bitcoin. I'm going to show you a few different ways. So way number one is if you're an expert trader, you can trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies on the online exchanges where you buy low and you sell high. Okay, just like any trader would do. But this although this can be very lucrative, it requires years of experience and it's very risky, if not impossible, for a newbie to get into this kind of trading and get consistent results. I mean, 97% of people who try to get into any form of online trading lose money. It's a very common statistic, okay? But that is one way you can buy and sell Bitcoins, okay? Another option is you can start mining Bitcoins, okay? Whereas you actually start producing the Bitcoin. But as you can see from the setup on your screen, this once again is, you can call it an impossibility. It's very complicated and a very expensive process. I mean, to begin mining Bitcoins, you need to acquire Bitcoin mining hardware. I mean, in the early days of Bitcoin, it was possible to mine with your computer CPU or a high speed video processor card. But today that's no longer possible. Okay, Bitcoin mining with anything less will consume more in electricity than you're likely to earn. So this is for the average person, unless you've got like a huge, if you've got a lot of expertise and you've got a huge amount of servers and complicated technology, this is something that is a waste of time. You can't do it. Okay. Another smart way to earn Bitcoin is to accept Bitcoin for your products and services. So, there's many smart, innovative companies who have started doing this. So, if you're already selling products and services, you can offer options for people to pay you in Bitcoin. And as the price of Bitcoin keeps rising, it means what you make for your products will keep going up in value. I mean, I'm going to start doing this soon. We sell programs, but I'm going to start accepting Bitcoin. So if I sell a $2,000 program, I'll say to somebody, rather than pay me $2,000 cash, pay me $2,000 in Bitcoin, because I know that Bitcoin that I get, $2,000 is going to keep going up, right? But once again, this isn't a hugely scalable option, as not everybody is able to do this and not everybody is going to be paying you in Bitcoin, okay? So the final and the best method in order for you to earn daily Bitcoin consistently, safely, okay, and grow your wealth massively, is to partner up with companies who are already making huge profits by trading cryptocurrencies and from mining cryptocurrencies, and use the power of some insider strategies that I'm about to show you to compound and also add the power of internet marketing to grow your Bitcoin wealth. Okay, this is what we're going to be focusing on. So one of the fastest, safest, and strategic ways for you to become a crypto millionaire in this day and age right now is to partner up with a successful crypto trading company and leverage a Bitcoin multiplier method to earn daily passive income in Bitcoins. I'll explain exactly what this means step by step in a moment. So make sure you're still here, glued to the screen, listening to my voice and paying 100% attention, okay? There is a serious amount of money to be made trading cryptocurrencies. But in order to do this successfully, like I said, you need a lot of experience. Well, what if you could partner up with the best cryptocurrency traders in the world and earn daily passive returns on autopilot? Well, you can partner up with businesses who are expert traders who are doing trading, and you just tap into their trades, and they basically, in other words, trade for you, okay? And they take this money, they invest it in mining and a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm about to show you. But there are companies who operate on a very large scale by leveraging advanced software system and teams of expert traders. They have the advantages of mass scale that me and you don't have, because they leverage hundreds of millions of dollars of investor funds in their daily trading, and they typically return anywhere from 0.5 to 1% a day. So, you don't need to be a trader, you don't need to have mining equipment, and you can enjoy passive profits by minimizing your risks involved with trading cryptocurrencies yourself. So I'd like to now introduce to you the safest and most transparent and fastest growing company in this space that you can partner up with and make an absolute fortune. Okay, they're actually one of the most innovative companies I've ever come across, and literally what they're doing is completely disrupting the industry. Okay, so I'm introducing a company called USI Tech. Now, they launched in October 2016. They've got many fractions to their business, and one of which is that they develop high-end trading software for the Forex market, which they've been a leader in for the last decade, over 10 years, a lot of experience, okay? They're also an emerging global leader in cryptocurrency mining. They're a developer of innovative technologies that can lower crypto mining costs by utilizing renewable energy sources. So, lots of cutting edge technology they're investing in, okay? And this technology will dramatically increase the efficiency of people who own server farms and people who do crypto mining. So not only do they do the trading and very successful, they're also innovative that they're investing in lots of renewable technology that will save people who actually do the mining of Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies a lot of money in energy costs. That's what's really behind this company, okay? Now here's the incredible part. this completely blew my mind. All right. Over like the past year, USI already owns within the last year 1% of the BTC mining and 2.5% of the entire Ethereum, which is another very popular cryptocurrency mining industry. They've also paid out over $150 million in commissions. And get this is what blew my mind. In the last year alone, they have created 18, that's 18 millionaires using this system I'm about to reveal to you. Now, I've been in internet marketing for a long time, very successful, and worked with some very successful companies. I don't know of any other company that has created 18 millionaires within a year. Okay, just from last March gone to now, they've already done over $300 million in sales. They're the fastest growing cryptocurrency company, the fastest growing network marketing company, because they've got a network marketing element to it as well, which I'll explain to you later for those of you guys who are interested in that. And they've also got one of the fastest growing crypto coins. Okay, so literally, they're one of the fastest growing organizations I've ever seen. Approximately 10,000 new people are joining them a day, every single day. And they're also about to do one of the biggest ICOs in the crypto space and potentially make a lot of people seriously rich. I'll tell you more about that shortly, okay? But let's continue, okay? Now, I actually just started connecting to USI just a short while back. I have personally a friend who has personally made over $5 million with the company in the last 7 months, okay? Personally, he's withdrawn $5 million. And I have other friends who are making up to $40,000 a day in Bitcoin with this company. So I was at their recent London event. Okay, there was over 2,000 people there. It was a phenomenal event. You can see some pictures I took at that event there. And they put on events like this every week all over the world where the founders turn up. They're very transparent. They show you everything they're doing, tell you about what they're investing in and the innovations that they're taking part in. Awesome company, okay? And the company also has long-term commitments to compliance, to regulatory procedures, infrastructure, and innovation. And I personally believe those of you who give any amount of energy to this will get more back, in my opinion, than anything else you invest your time and resources into. Okay, so before we get into the incredible wealth building vehicles within USI, let me tell you about the leaders behind the company, because for me, leadership is everything in a company. And the USI Tech leaders are some of the most forward thinking people I've met, and they've got a huge vision. I mean, you can see some snapshots from their last event. There were thousands of people there. The company's growth is just phenomenal right now. Okay, within the next 1 to 2 years, they plan to become a $4 to $6 billion company. And by positioning yourself right now, you get to cash in and ride this wave. You get to jump on this train. Okay, so here are the founders. I'll briefly tell you about them. First guy is the CEO and COO, 58 years old, is a guy called Mr. Horst Jicha. I hope I've pronounced his name right. I can never pronounce his name, but he's got a management background. Okay, he's helped 3 companies float on the stock market who are now worth billions of dollars. He's got a corporate background in commercial securities and was responsible for large operations in the administration teams of those companies. Okay. Then you've got another guy called Mike Kiefer, company ambassador and master team builder. Mike is like one of the most successful network marketers out there. Okay, he's got a wealth of experience in building network marketing teams around the globe. All right, and then you've got Ralph Gold, and he's the real brains behind the trading software. Okay, he's basically managed and traded for numerous VIP clients over the last 3 years, producing consistent results for them and solid ROI. Okay, now USI Tech, the team are responsible for over 100 different forex trading softwares, which have generated hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. Okay, they also have a SEC lawyer, and the Bitcoin mining packages and the FX products they're involved in are fully approved to be sold. Okay, so they're also about to sorry, I just got a few messages on my Skype. The guy I was about to bring on the call, he's just telling me he's ready, but we'll wait until the end of this presentation before I bring him in. Okay, so the other thing I want to mention is that USI launched before every single Bitcoin trading company of its type out there. There's other people who've tried to copy their system, but they've basically come and gone. Okay, and USI launched before all of them. They were the first, and they're still going strong. They're also about to launch their own cryptocurrency coin, which will literally disrupt everything, but I'll tell you more about that shortly. They've got $70 million in mining contracts, so they're going to be ultimately known as a mining company where other companies pay them to lease their proprietary mining technology. So they actually plan to own 1% of the mining in the crypto world. So very, very big vision. No other company has this kind of vision or leadership. Okay, so they will one day be listed as a mining company, which will make their own coins very valuable. But we'll get to that later. And once again, like you just saw, they do events pretty much every week all around the world. So, there's full transparency in what they're doing, who the leaders are, and what their plans are for the future. Okay. Now, let's get into the good stuff now. How do we make money? Okay. Well, there are 4 key strategies, basically, or wealth building strategies within the USI Tech company. Okay. And there's something here for everybody. If you are completely broke and you've got no money, you can get involved and get started. If you've got some money, if you've got a little bit of money, or you've got a lot of money, basically, there's something in here for you to do to really explode your income in Bitcoins. Doesn't matter where you are, experience-wise or financially. Okay, and that's what I want to show you. The first strategy I'm going to show you is called a passive strategy. Okay, so this is for you if you want to basically just earn daily Bitcoins without doing any work whatsoever. It's very important you pay attention now, guys, because now I'm going to actually get into all the different wealth building strategies with you. Okay, so this is called a passive strategy. Okay, wealth building vehicle within USI, and this is for people who just basically don't want to do any work. You want to be lazy and you want to earn Bitcoin. Okay, so this is what I love about this company. I mean, you can actually make money without doing any marketing or any work if that's what you want to do. Okay, other companies I've been involved with in the past, I mean, you always have to do marketing and be good at that, and some people just can't figure it out. It doesn't matter how much you help them. Whereas with USI, like I said, you don't have to do any work, and there's a strategy for you to make money. And this is that strategy. It's called a passive strategy. So pay attention, okay? So basically, USI have something called a BTC mining package. You can see it up here, BTC mining. Okay, so this sells for $60. So you can buy one BTC mining package for $60, okay, which is basically, this is how much it is in Bitcoin, 0.008014. So it's on average $60. I'll tell you exactly how much it is. Let me just go to my Google. Okay, so obviously the price is always changing because the Bitcoin price is always up and down. Okay, but let's just punch this in. Okay, so as you can see, it's about $57. Okay, so we call it $60 for argument's sake. All right, this is how much it will cost you to buy one BTC package. Now, if you purchase one of these packages, basically they will pay you 1% interest on this Bitcoin value daily from Monday to Friday for about 140 days until you receive approximately 140% back on your initial capital investment. Okay, so these are just variable figures. They do go up and down sometimes, but this is approximately what you earn. Okay, so basically one BTC package is going to cost you 0.008014 Bitcoins, okay, which is about $60, something that everybody can afford, right? And you will get 1% return on this Bitcoin value every single day, Monday to Friday, for about 140 days until you get 140% return on your money. And after the 140 days, this package that you've bought will expire, right? Makes sense? So, for example, if you invested in one package, okay, you'd pay, let's say, basically $57.72, whatever it is, okay, which equates to roughly 0.008 Bitcoins up here, and you receive 1% interest on this amount daily for 140 days. So that's around, as you can see here, look, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, I've just given you a brief table over here. So you're getting around 0.0008 Bitcoins per day, which works out to around 50 cents a day. Okay, now that's at today's price of Bitcoin at the time of recording this video, which is 9th of November 2017. Okay, now if the Bitcoin price remains the same, that means after 140 days, okay, you will get $79.80 back. Okay, because you've been earning this every single day. So you basically put in $60, and after 140 days, you get $79.80 back. Okay. And that's if you don't take anything out. You just leave it in there, accumulating 1% interest a day. Okay, so you basically get 140% ROI. You get 40% return on your money. So, by the way, that's not a small number if you consider that most banks only pay you 1 to 2% a year. Here you're getting 1% a day. I mean, where else can you get return on investment like this? Now, some people might be thinking, how can they do this? Well, it's not uncommon for top traders to make 5 to 20% a day on your money. So USI basically pay like clockwork, approximately 1% a day. And you can actually withdraw this money every single day into your Bitcoin wallet. Okay, so it's not like you leave it in their account. If you wanted to withdraw that 1% every day into your Bitcoin wallet, you can do that every single day. All right, they're doing mining and they're using Genius FX software And I've heard that they're doing around 25 to 40% a month with your money, and sometimes up to 20% a week. Remember, they've got 10 years of experience in this, okay? But we haven't even got to the good stuff yet, right? This is just a basic BTC package. One package, you buy in Bitcoins, roughly $60, okay? You get 1% a day on that Bitcoin value every single day for 140 days, and then the package expires, all right? Very simple. Hopefully you've understood that, right? Now, check this out. Remember, this is the bombshell. You guys ready for the bombshell? Okay, there's going to be many like bombshells in this presentation. This is the first one, right? Remember, the daily interest that you're earning is not being paid to you in dollars. Okay, it's being paid to you in Bitcoin. And what's happening to the price of Bitcoin? It's going up and up and up. So what happens when the price of Bitcoin doubles? Well, the money that you're making daily and have already made, which is in Bitcoin, also doubles for you doing no extra work. You see, this whole system is driven by Bitcoin and not dollars. And this is why it's the fastest way to accumulate massive wealth, one of the fastest ways available anywhere in the world right now. Okay, I'm going to get into some real deep strategy with you here in a moment, but who just had a massive aha moment right there? You're going to be earning in Bitcoins. So let's say today I earn 1% on my Bitcoin, okay? Well, as that Bitcoin sits and I withdraw that into my wallet, tomorrow, if the Bitcoin price doubles, the value in my wallet has also doubled for me doing no extra work from my original investment. Why? Because Bitcoin is going up and up and up. Crazy, right? Well, the way the system works is very simple. Okay, first of all, you've got your USI account up here. Okay, you need to get a Bitcoin wallet. Okay, which is like a PayPal. There's lots of Bitcoin wallets available, and then you use your Bitcoin wallet. Okay, to buy Bitcoins from a Bitcoin exchange. There's many exchanges available online. Okay, so you basically go to an exchange, you buy some Bitcoin, and you store it in your Bitcoin wallet. Okay. You then send the Bitcoins from your Bitcoin wallet into your USI account, okay? And then the USI, you start multiplying that Bitcoin using the USI machine. Whenever you want, if you want daily, you withdraw however much Bitcoin you want into your Bitcoin wallet. And if you want, you can just leave it in there to accumulate and grow in value. If you ever wanted to sell it, you just go back to an exchange and you sell it and you convert it into dollars or pounds or whatever you want, okay? Very, very simple, right? Now, one second, guys. Just getting a lot of these comments and questions coming through. So I did say, guys, I'm getting some incredible comments. You guys are loving this webinar. So once again, whatever questions or comments you've got, save it till the end of the presentation, guys, when I can focus on it basically 100%. Okay, so then I'll come to your questions one by one. We don't have too much longer to go. I just want to show you some strategies on how you can really maximize this, and then we will definitely get to a Q&A. Okay, so like I said, the system is very simple. You load your USI account with Bitcoins. Okay, you can USI also have a function where you can buy Bitcoins directly from their website. They're just redoing their whole members area now. Okay, it's being updated, and they will have that functionality. So you'll be able to buy it from within USI soon, which makes it even easier. Okay, but for now, you can just open a wallet. Many wallets available. Buy Bitcoin online. Okay, there's many sites available where you can do that. Okay, then you use your wallet to fund your USI account with Bitcoins. Okay, purchase however many Bitcoin mining packages you want. Okay, based on that purchase value in Bitcoin, USI then start paying you daily interest on your Bitcoin amount, around 1% a day, and they start multiplying your Bitcoins. You then choose to withdraw that daily amount, whatever you want, back into your wallet, and you can let your Bitcoin stack up and stock up from there. And anytime you want to sell, you just go to an exchange and you sell. May seem quite complex, but it's actually very easy once you follow the steps. And I will give a complete training video separately in the Facebook group on exactly how to use the back office, what the best wallets are, where the best exchanges are. I'm preparing all of that right now. I'm going to put all of that in the members area, not the members area, in the Facebook group for all of you guys. Okay, so let me show you another example over here. Okay, let's say you purchase 100 BTC mining packages. Okay, which is about, they're about $60 each, or here I've put the exact amount at the moment. It's 100 times 57.82. So you spend $5,782, which is about 0.82 Bitcoins that you'd get for 100 BTC packages. Okay, remember, we're dealing in Bitcoin value here, not in dollars. Okay, so now you've bought approximately $6,000 of Bitcoin, which is about 0.82 BTC. Okay, it's a good investment. Remember, it's only going to go up. Now you put that into the USI Tech machine, and USI will pay you 1% a day on this 0.82 Bitcoins for 140 days. So you will make approximately $60 a day, okay, which you can withdraw if you want, okay? You can withdraw this every single day if you want, okay? And if Bitcoin prices remain the same, right? Which they won't. They're going to keep going up. But let's just say they remain the same. At the end of 140 days, you'll make $8,400, which is a $2,400 profit. Thank you very much. Okay. But remember, the magic is that Bitcoin is going up. So your earnings are going to go up exponentially. So what happens if within that 140 days, Bitcoin price doubles? Well, then you've made double the amount of money and you'll make $4,800 profit from that same initial package up here that you bought months ago. So you see, getting paid in Bitcoin every day is huge and is exactly where you want to be. Now, the 1% USI pay you daily, I mean, you can withdraw that money daily, do whatever you want with it. It's your money. But we actually have a unique strategy to help you multiply that rapidly. And this is what gets me super excited. I mean, getting 40% return on your money in 140 days is a fantastic investment. There's very few places in the world you can get that, okay? But you're not going to get rich off that, right? Like if you invested $5,000 or whatever. Okay, I'll show you there's a free strategy as well for those of you guys who have no money. So, but I'm just showing you this. Remember I said there's 4 strategies. So we're just covering the first strategy right now. Okay. So, by the way, are you guys like, how is this presentation for you so far? Let me know in the chat box. Like, just give me a quick comment. So basically, I just want to see where your mindset is at the moment. Okay. People are just saying, oh my God, great, excellent. Oh my God. All right, cool. So far it's going well. Very exciting, amazing. Yeah, it's powerful stuff, guys. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you, everybody. I'll promise I'll speak to all of you afterwards. Okay. So anyway, back to this presentation. As I was saying, getting 40% return on your money in 140 days is a fantastic investment, right? Like you can't, where else can you get that? Very, very few places, okay? But you're not going to necessarily get rich off that. I mean, if you was to invest 6,000 and you got 8,000, or if Bitcoin prices doubled, okay, and you made basically double that amount, 5 grand, you're not going to be crying about that. It's a great investment, right? But you're not going to get rich that way, okay? So how do you get rich from using this USI vehicle? Remember, this is just a vehicle. We're just tapping into a vehicle that this company has provided, and we're kind of using that with our own unique strategy to make lots of money. This, for me, all this is just a vehicle, basically. Okay, my goal is to own as many Bitcoins as possible. I can either go out and buy and hold Bitcoin, or I can tap into a company like USI Tech and allow them to take 1 Bitcoin and turn it into 5 Bitcoins for me over and over again. So this is all this is for me. It's just a vehicle to multiply my Bitcoin, which is my main goal, is to own as many Bitcoins as possible. And that's exactly how you should look at it. Okay, so okay, let's continue. So how do you get rich from this system? Well, one word, okay? It's called strategy. You see, with USI, you can either withdraw your daily earnings, or you can also reinvest them to buy more packages. I mean, if you was to withdraw everything, okay, using this, like whatever you invest, if you used to withdraw everything, okay, then at the end of the day, your account will grow by 40%. So, but do you want to grow by 40%, or do you want passive income for life? Which one? I'm guessing you said passive income for life, right? Otherwise, I mean, that's what we're just trying to generate huge wealth over here. Well, now I want to introduce you to the power of compounding, okay? And here's a direct quote from Albert Einstein, as you know, one of the greatest minds that ever lived in our history. And Albert Einstein says, compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. Compound interest is the most powerful force in the universe, according to Albert Einstein. And this could not be a truer statement when it comes to USI. You see, when you learn how to make your money work for you hard and tap into the power of compounding, you unlock the secrets of accelerated wealth. You see, USI have a function within their members area where you can either withdraw your daily Bitcoin earnings, or you can reinvest a portion of it or all of it back into buying more BTC packages. This is what creates millionaires. This is what's created 18 millionaires over the last 1 year. And it can be the difference between making average returns and getting 10x on your results. Okay. So you can see a screenshot from my dashboard over here. Okay. From USI Tech. And they have this built-in rebuy function, which is built into their site, where you can choose what percentage of your daily earnings you want to rebuy into these BTC mining packages. So you can either choose to withdraw all of your money. If that's what you want to do, people are doing that all day long. They just withdrawing their money, okay, and they're owning that Bitcoin. You can withdraw all of it, or you can rebuy with a percentage of your earnings. You can see my one is currently set to 100% rebuy, which means rather than withdrawing my daily earnings, I'm literally pumping it back into the system every day to buy more packages. And you know, I'm doing this because I'm deploying a very aggressive strategy. I want to grow my account rapidly before I start withdrawing money. Okay, I want to get to as many packages as possible so I can really start extracting maximum Bitcoins. Okay, but you don't have to do this. You don't have to put it on 100%. You can put it 50% or whatever you want. But I'll talk to you about the most powerful strategy right now. So this is the ultimate strategy for using the passive income system that we're talking about right now. Okay, so if you're using this strategy where you just want to invest some money and let it grow for you and passively just let it grow without doing any other extra work, okay, this is the strategy that you should be following. Okay, this is what I highly recommend, as this is what will get you to earning some significant money with this passive income strategy over the long run. So what you want to do is you want to invest in at least 25 to 100 packages. Okay, it's what I highly recommend. These are the two key milestones you want to reach ASAP. Now, if you're completely broke, you've got no money, you can just buy with one package and slowly work your way up, but it's going to take you a lot longer, okay? But these are two key milestones, okay, where you can really start building some huge momentum. And remember, there's something in this for everybody. $60, you can afford that, right? You can start with $60 if you have to, okay? And if you're completely broke, you don't even have a dollar to your name, I'll show you how to get started for free a little bit further down the road, right? But for those of you guys who want to take this seriously, okay, you want to at least come in at 25 packages or 100 packages. This is on a minimum level, okay? Now, obviously, like me, you can invest a lot more if you've got the money. I mean, I bought 550 packages when I first started, which is about a week ago, which is about 30 grand. Okay, I put about 30 grand, and I'll show you that in my account in a second because I want my account to grow rapidly. But as a bare minimum, if you want to keep your account growing, you should basically invest in either 25 or 100 packages. So here's the logic behind that. Okay, now if you invest in a minimum of 25 BTC packages, it will cost you approximately $1,500 in investment. Okay. Now, once you've done that, what's going to happen is basically your rebuy percentage over here that we had, okay, you should set it to either 70%. Sorry, you should you should set it to either 70% or 80%. So that means you're going to be withdrawing 30% of your earnings, okay, and 70% you're going to be basically pumping back into the system, okay, or you withdraw 20% and you keep on pumping 80% back into the system, okay. So that will mean that at this level, at 25 BTC packages, okay, you're going to be earning approximately $15 in Bitcoins a day, okay? And if you keep reinvesting 70 or 80% back into the system, this will mean that your packages never run out and you basically are able to buy one new BTC package a week. That's the maths behind it, okay? There's some very simple maths behind all of this, okay? So let me just simplify it. Okay? When you invest in 25 BTC packages, it's going to cost you around $1,500 and you'll be earning around $15 a day in Bitcoin. Now you can choose to withdraw 100% of that. But if you withdraw 30% of that and you reinvest 70% back in, what that will enable you to do is have enough money to buy one new BTC package a week. Okay? Because remember, every BTC package expires after 140 days. We don't want our BTC packages to expire. We want them to keep on going for as long as possible because then we keep on getting paid, right? So the only way you do that is you don't withdraw 100%, you withdraw 30% and you reinvest 70%, or you withdraw 20% and you reinvest 80%. Right now I'm doing 100% because I want to just grow aggressively, okay? So 25 packages, $1,500, okay? You use this 70-30 strategy, right? And you'll be able to buy one new package a week, okay? So that's like a minimum level milestone that you should definitely be aiming for, okay? Better than that is if you invest 100 BTC packages, which is approximately a $6,000 investment. So with this, you basically earn approximately $60 in Bitcoins a day, not in dollars, in Bitcoin. So as Bitcoin goes up, your money goes up, right? But if you invest 100 BTC packages and you follow this 70-30 strategy, you'll be able to buy one new BTC package every single day. So now your packages are never expiring because as you're constantly buying a new one every single day. So you can keep on withdrawing a 30%, 30%, 30%. Okay, Bitcoin prices will keep going up, which means your wealth will keep going up. But because you invested at 100 packages and you're investing 70% back into the system daily, you've got enough money to buy one BTC package a day, and now the system never runs out. It just becomes a continuous money printing machine. So I've learned this strategy from some of the best people in this industry. See, there's been other companies in the past who have tried to offer these kind of daily percentages, but they didn't have like a top forex trading software and team where they're generating all of this revenue, so they didn't last that long. But USI, they've actually got the substance, they're actually generating huge profits. And the people behind those companies in the past, they've used this kind of strategy of 30% withdraw, 70% reinvest to keep their accounts growing over and over again. This is how you game the system, and this is how you make a huge amount of money. Okay, now remember, because when you start reinvesting 70 to 80% back into the system, okay, you can continuously buy new packages. At a 25 level, you'll be able to buy a new package a week. At 100 level, you'll be able to buy a new package every single day, okay, because these packages do expire every 140 days, right? So that's the basic theory about it, okay? That, my friend, is how you continuously have your account growing, never running out of momentum, and how you game the system, okay, because you're always putting in enough to keep the system running. Okay, so ideally, this 100 BTC package is a milestone you should be aiming for. Now you can truly feel the power of this system, okay? Because your account will never run out of money because you'll be generating a BTC package every single day. This is the power of this system, and this is the power of compound interest and how millionaires are made, okay? This is an insider strategy I'm revealing to you. So I'm going to actually put a video in the Facebook group showing you exactly how to set up your rebuy functions and set this money printing machine up. And, if you're not a member of our Facebook group here, I'll put a link at the end of this presentation. Make sure you sign up for that Facebook group. It's very important because all of our resources and strategies will go into there. And if you haven't done so already, okay, I'll actually tell you guys, it's very important right now, okay? If you go into Facebook and let's go to the group. This is the name of our group, by the way. It's Crypto Profit Secrets. If you haven't done this yet, you need to hit on notifications over here and basically click on all posts, right? And if you click over here, there should be something say pin to shortcuts. This will enable you to get all of the updates that I make and not miss anything. So in this group, there'll be a little video section that pops up here. I'll be putting training videos on how to use the back office, basically, and all the best resources for wallets, etc., etc. So that's all going to go into the members area soon. Okay, I'll put a video in there. But the strategy I've just shown you is a purely passive strategy. I mean, you don't need to do any marketing, any referring. You can just invest your money, ideally buy at a 25 or 100 package, use the 70 to 30 withdrawal method, okay, and basically keep withdrawing Bitcoins daily, and at the same time keep growing your account so your BTC packages never expire. Now, the more you invest and rebuy, the quicker you grow. Okay, you see my one is currently set to 100% rebuy, and I haven't even withdrawn anything yet because, I don't need that money. Okay, I invested like 550 packages, which is about 30,000 USD. So you can see that I'm taking this business very seriously because I know the potential. Okay, now I have a friend called Justin who I'll bring on in the call in a bit. He's the one that basically introduced me to this company, okay? And he withdraws 30% religiously every single week. And he's built up like 22 Bitcoins in his account, made up to $200,000 within weeks. I mean, he'll tell you what he's doing later, but you can see his post from earlier today. Okay, day 44 earnings, 0.715 Bitcoins, $5,134. That's 9.324 Bitcoins, $68,000 earned this week from USI Tech alone. How awesome is that? Who else gets paid today from USI Tech? Okay, you'll hear from him shortly. Now, let me show you something cool, okay? Here's the USI, before we get into strategy 2, let me show you something cool, okay? Here's the USI Tech internal calculator. Now, like I said, we've got a brand new members area now, which is awesome, okay? Basically, as you can see, my account's very fresh. So lots of figures here are still updating, okay? Which should be done soon. But let me show you something cool. If I go over here and I go to the BTC package calculator, right? Now, let's say if I start off here with 25 packages, okay? And I put my rebuy to basically 75%, right? And 1% return a day. Now, if I click on this display button over here, okay, you'll see here all my daily return on capital, okay? So my daily return on capital over here is 0.0020 Bitcoins. That's a great thing about Bitcoin. You can earn fractions of Bitcoin. This is how much I'm getting a day. About $14 at the moment, okay, with the current Bitcoin price, right? And you can see at the end of 140 days, if I go down over here, I believe it's this one, okay? This is how much Bitcoin I'll have, basically. I believe it's this figure over here. 1 second. Might be looking at the wrong figure. Package total value, no, that's cool. So, Bitcoin, nope, sorry, that's the wrong figure. Okay, it's the other one, 140 days. Let me just try that again. Yeah. I'll put it into Bitcoin over here. So So there you go. My no, sorry, that was around. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting confused here with this calculator. I haven't used it before. So basically, 25 packages would have cost me $1,500. Okay, and this is my package total value. Yeah, it's the one I'm looking at. Sorry, my bad. My bad. All this scrolling is just making me dizzy. So this is how much after 140 days of reinvesting 75% back into it at a 1% capital that I will make back in the current Bitcoin price, basically. Okay, current Bitcoin price. So you can see here, this is without the price of Bitcoin going up, right? If the price of Bitcoin goes up, however much money I've made will also go up, basically. Okay, so your balance of $1,400 or whatever now just turn into $4,000 at the current Bitcoin rate. Remember, this is not taking into consideration the price of Bitcoin going up, which we all know is happening on a daily basis. What if Bitcoin, when it goes to $10,000 or even doubles in price, then you've basically doubled your money from that same $1,500 investment. So remember, you're not getting paid once again from USI in cash. You're getting paid daily in Bitcoin, and you're withdrawing money in Bitcoin, which is sitting in your Bitcoin wallet. So this is the fuel behind the whole system and what keeps your whole account going. You know, this whole system is powered by Bitcoin. Okay. Now let's say if you did 100 packages up here, it's just a basic calculator. I haven't played around with this much, but I just found this today. And I'm just messing around with the figures. Okay, now if I put 100 and I did a 75% rebuy, okay, then that would obviously cost me close to like almost $5,700 or whatever it is, okay, depending on the price of Bitcoin, up or down. But at the end of it, I'll have 2.4 Bitcoins in my account at the end of 140 days, okay, accumulated. So that is basically equal to, look at that, $17,000, guys. Okay, this is with a daily 7 point. This is why this daily rebuy is so powerful. When you start rebuying every single day, at the end of the day, you basically make a lot more money. Okay, so now your measly 6K investment has turned into $17,000, and this is not even taking into consideration Bitcoin prices going up. Once Bitcoin prices double, this is going to be double. Can you see how huge of an opportunity it is? I mean, can you see why people are literally using this strategy to milk the market and amass massive fortunes in Bitcoin? Now, if you're following this passive strategy and you invest money into USI, which I do highly recommend for you to do that, I'll show you a free strategy in a moment as well. But you know, if you can already see the power of this and you want to invest some money, there are some powerful ways for you to use this calculator. So for example, let's say if you can either leave your money in the bank, right, where it's basically depreciating in value as the price of inflation goes up, where basically you're getting like 1%, if that, return on your money per year, or you can transfer some of that money into your USI account and basically multiply it massively. Okay, so you know, some people, what they do is they basically like some people, what they're doing now is they've got a job, for example, so they invest in some BTC packages, okay, and then they also every single month put a portion of their money from their income into purchasing more packages, right? And there's this calculator that you can use for that. I'll put a link to this site. Just don't hit this register button, because this is like for a specific group, and if you hit the register button, they can disable your account. So you can use this calculator, but just remember not to hit this register button, okay? Somebody told me about that, right? So anyway, if I go to this calculator, let's say if I put 25 packages, okay, and I don't purchase any more packages, right, and I just hit calculate. With compounding, right, basically at the end of your 140 days, right, you are basically left with, let me find it here again. Where's it gone? 1 second, guys. Okay, that's 2 years. I got to do 1 year every 22 business days. Yeah, let me just show you something here. This is pretty cool. So this is basically 25 packages you start off with, right? And you basically, like after a year, it should show you how many packages you basically, you're left with. There we go. Your 25 packages basically turns into 231 packages, okay, at the end of 140 days, not even a year. But let's say if every single week you used to purchase an extra package, which is about $60 a week, which is 61, 21, $240 a month, right? If you was to purchase an extra package a week, remember at the moment, this is going to turn into $231. But just see how the numbers, I've just given you a few different strategies to think about, okay? If you used to buy an extra package a week from your job or whatever you're doing, which is about 200 something bucks a month, right? Just check how this number drastically changes, okay? Now, at the end of 140 days, look at that. You almost double the amount of packages, 444 packages. It's insane. So you can use these calculators. I'll give you a resource list on how to use them properly to basically play and, create a strategy for yourself. Okay. So for passive people, treat this like your bank account. Even put 10% of your monthly income into this. You can do that. I mean, I even know people, guys, who are using other people's money. So OPM, okay, and they're getting loans from the bank or whatever to fund this, and they're making a killing without even using their own money. I mean, think of a typical loan. You pay 10% over a year, okay, but here you're earning 140% in 7 months, which is way more than your repayment. So you can really get strategic with this, obviously, according to your own personal goals and strategy, okay? So, if you're interested in OPM, I'll also put a resource for great places you can make that happen, okay? But this is just a passive strategy, okay? You put money in, you don't need to refer anybody, and you just have all of these cool ways to grow your money, okay? But just remember, the best is if you can come in at this 100 level or at least a 25 level so you can get this daily compounding. So there's no excuse, even if you have no money, you can buy 1 to 3 packs, a few $100 and start working the system. There's no excuse, okay? Money is not a barrier. That's what I love about this company, okay? And you can log into I log into my USI account multiple times a day. It's like one of the most addictive things because you keep seeing your money grow. And also remember, as Bitcoin goes up, your packages will be worth more. So this really is the modern day equivalent of a gold mine. I mean, who's excited you can earn a residual income without referring? I mean, it's such a big thing, right? You can leave your money in the bank, have it deflate in value, or you can park it here and earn 140% returns in Bitcoin, which constantly go up in value. So that's the first strategy, okay? Did you guys like that? Is that exciting? You excited to start with that? Yes? Awesome. So now let's move on to strategy number 2, okay? This is the most exciting strategy. Well, one of the most exciting strategies. It's called the referral strategy, or what I call accelerated package accumulation. So you see, over the last 10 years, I've been heavily involved in digital marketing, affiliate marketing, and network marketing. And I've made millions of dollars doing this. I mean, it's literally the fastest way to grow any business. I mean, some of the top companies in the world use referral strategies for massive growth. I mean, you guys have all heard of Dropbox, right? Yes? I mean, you probably use Dropbox, okay? Well, did you know that Dropbox went from literally 100,000 basically users to 4 million users in 15 months just by using referral marketing? Okay, it's just one of many examples. Some of the biggest companies in the world scale up using the power of referral marketing. Now, USI Tech has the most lucrative network marketing compensation plan that I've ever seen and experienced. Okay, they actually allow you to refer people to their company, just like I'm going to be referring you right now. And once you do that, this is the best part about it. Okay, you make an income from every rebuy purchase your referral makes. So at the first level over here, 10%. Okay, so if I refer you, okay, and let's say if you purchase 100 packages, okay, and you start doing this daily rebuy, well, guess what? Every single rebuy that you do, I will make 10% from your rebuy added to my Bitcoin balance on a daily basis. I mean, and I don't even have to pay for anything for this. This is for free. So even if you had no money, okay, you can just sign up and refer somebody and get them to start rebuying, and you'll be earning 10% on all of their rebuys added as a Bitcoin balance to your account. Isn't that incredible? I mean, can you see the power of this? So 10% of your daily rebuys gets added to my BTC balance when you join under me, and I can withdraw that on a daily basis. I mean, you don't have to spend any money. You can just refer people into the system, and as they start spending money, you'll build up your BTC packages and can withdraw from it. So literally, this is 100% free business. You can refer somebody and earn 10% of everything they do on the front line and withdraw that Bitcoin. Now, I don't recommend that strategy, okay, but technically it's possible to do. That's what you do. So using this referral strategy, okay, you can really put your income on steroids. I mean, think about this. What happens when you have 10 people, 20 people, 100 people in the system who are constantly rebuying every single day? Well, you get 10% of all of their rebuys added to your Bitcoin balance each time that they rebuy. I mean, I have a friend who got involved with USI when they started. Okay, he spent his time only referring 13 people into the company. Okay, he didn't invest nothing. He just referred 13 people into the company, and some of them were quite big marketers. Right? This guy's got lucky. He got involved pretty early. So this guy's personally showing me his account, and he has withdrawn $5 million from the system into his Bitcoin. I'm going to keep his name private, okay, but he's a top earner, okay? So this is the power of USI referral marketing. So, and it doesn't stop there, by the way. The comp plan goes 12 levels deep. So you earn 10% basically on whoever you refer directly. 10% of their rebuys, every time they rebuy, gets added to your balance. But it goes 12 levels deep. So once you refer 3 people, who have purchased 12 packages, okay, basically, then you basically unlock all the way down to level 8. So 8 levels down, you earn 3% of all of their rebuys. And then there's a few different qualification factors over here. Okay, once you refer 9 people, you unlock these levels, etc. So it goes 12 levels deep. So if I refer you, I'll be making 10% of all of your rebuys. Once I qualify on these levels, once you refer somebody, I'll be earning 3% of their rebuys. Once they refer somebody, I'll be earning 3% of their rebuys. And it goes, this is called a 12 level comp plan, basically. Okay. And it's literally one of the most powerful affiliate systems ever put together because it allows you to build up a massive Bitcoin balance in your own account. So this is like network marketing on steroids. It's on top of your 1% that you're getting for whatever you invest into the business. So it really can allow you to scale to huge proportions. I mean, some people are buying 4 packages and more a day just from their referral earnings. I mean, normal network marketing, you need to buy the products with your own money. Here, you can actually withdraw Bitcoins and earn money from the income you're making from your referrals, which is incredible. This is the power of this company, okay? Not even spending money, people are buying daily and you get paid on each rebuy. They also have some other cool stuff, like they have a car bonus. If you hit like 2,000 packs, you get thousands of dollars in car bonuses and stuff like that, which, you know, you guys can find out about later, okay? Like, you know, if you get, I think it's 2,000 packages, you get 800 euros a month car payment. 5,000 packages, you get 1,600 euros per month car payment or something like that. Okay, but I'm not really interested in that. I just want to make as much money as possible. So I haven't really factored that into this presentation. But just so you know, there are like trips and cars and all kinds of other cool things that, you know, you can get as you build this account. So now this leads me to strategy number 3, which is exactly what I'm doing and all the other top leaders in the company are doing, and what I recommend you to follow. If you look at any company, the leaders always make the most amount of money, right? So if you want to make the most amount of money, okay, success leaves clues. Just follow what the leaders are doing and put massive action behind it, okay? So strategy 3 is called a hybrid strategy, which involves investing yourself and also referring people. Okay, so here you invest as much as you can, okay, and to build up your daily compounding, ideally at least 25 to 100 BTC packs, ideally on a minimum level. You can do more than that or less than that, it's up to you, okay? And then you ramp up your account by also referring people by using online marketing strategies, which I'll talk to you about later. So this is exactly what I'm doing, okay? I invested $30,000 into BTC packages myself, and I put it on daily compound. Soon I'm going to start withdrawing. And I did that so I can build some solid momentum, okay? And I can show people that, look, I'm serious about this, okay? And now I'm also going to start recruiting people and will earn from all of their rebuys. So this is Mike Hobbs over here. I mean, this is these are old figures, okay, but he's making a lot more than this now. He basically is a father of 2, great guy, okay. He started a couple of months back. He bought 100 BTC packages, and then he started doing some posts on Facebook and stuff, and he grew his downline to only 300 people, which is not a lot. It's definitely not a lot. Now, he earns approximately 1.7 Bitcoins a week, and he's using the 70-30 withdrawal strategy and making $30,000 plus in passive income a month. And this is quite old now, okay? He's had much bigger paydays than this now, okay? But it just shows you what's possible, okay? Once again, this is Vitali over here, okay? Check out this Facebook post he made the other day. Sometimes I need to pinch myself. 1.818 Bitcoins today, withdrawing from USI Tech. $13,300. Who else got paid today and in the process of becoming a Bitcoin millionaire? Okay, one of many stories. My boy Justin over here, okay, totally crushing it right now. USI day 44 earnings, I showed you that earlier. 7 Bitcoins, 5,000 in a day. He's withdrawn 9 Bitcoins this week, which is like $68,000. Okay, this is his Bitcoin wallet, his Trezor Bitcoin wallet. I'll talk to you about that in the members area, how to keep your Bitcoin secure, okay? But look, we're on track to effortlessly smash $200,000 in Bitcoin earnings with USI Tech this month of November at the current pace we're moving. And to think we just got started with this vehicle literally 44 days ago. You see, this is the other thing about this, okay? I have never seen people get started with a system and make incredible amounts of money in such a short space of time. I mean, the rate that USI is growing at and the rate people are making money at is just like, I've never seen anything like that in my 10-year span online, okay? And then you've got this guy over here. I wanted to put him in there because he's like one of the top earners in the company, okay? Frank Calabro, okay? Check his stats out. Day 173. It's not a lot of days, okay? He's got 4,900 direct referrals, 33,000 teammates, 6,000 BTC packs. Look what he put on Facebook just earlier today. purchased my first Bitcoin in the fall of 2016, started to multiply Bitcoin in May 2017, which is basically just a few months back, okay? And that's when he started USI Tech, have only been stacking Bitcoin since September 1st. Results not typical, obviously, he's a top marketer, right? And check how many Bitcoins he's got. Check out his thing over here, how many Bitcoins he's got, okay, and Bitcoin packages, okay? Incredible. Just a few months, guys. These people are like, this is the power. If you know how to refer, okay, you can really grow your account massively. And even if you don't know how to refer, you can use the reinvestment strategies to still maximize your Bitcoins. There's something in here for everybody, okay? But the thing you have to realize, okay, I'll show you how to, first of all, think about this, okay? 18 millionaires created in less than a year is no joke. Okay, I'm also going to be one of them very soon. Okay, the question is, do you want to join me? When are you going to jump on this train? Okay, I'm going to show you how to put your marketing on steroids shortly towards the end of this call if you really want to master the referral side. But the other thing you should know is it's easy to refer to people into this because it's a free program to join, or they need very little money to join. Okay, you don't need much money to get started. Even if you're scared of marketing, or you don't think you're good, all you have to do is buy some BTC packages, let them compound for a while, withdraw some Bitcoins, and then start posting on your Facebook page. And as people see it, they'll start joining you. It's literally as simple as that because everybody wants something like this. Okay, remember the beauty of the system is everybody wins. Everybody who joins makes money, whether they can refer or not. And when you start posting your results, people will join you. Check out these ones I picked out from Facebook. These are just average, everyday people just posting their results. Okay, they're not marketers, they're not gurus. Okay, here's one woman here. Look, Lynn, yay! I first goal 100 packages. Here's Maria, loving this system. Grateful to Justin for leading me to this life-changing journey. Just made over $1,100 today. Wow! Post a USI account. Here's Haniel is getting to the point where I'm buying about a pack a day with rebuy and referral commissions. Only 36 packages in so far. Ha ha. Now listen, I'm not saying you have to post on your Facebook wall. I'll show you how to market properly and do advertising if you really want to drive a lot of referrals. But I'm just showing you how easy it can be. You don't need a lot of referrals to start making some big money. Even 10 people, 20 people, 100 people in your downline buying daily will start generating some incredible income for you. Okay, and remember, your income is in Bitcoins. So it's wealth that will keep on growing and growing. Can you feel the power of this? Okay, the more the world talks about Bitcoin, the richer we become. And you can create a lifetime residual income from this. Okay, so that's the three main strategies to earn from the core USI wealth building system, okay, which is the BTC mining packages. So you either basically be a passive investor, use the 70-30 strategy and start compounding, okay? Or you become an active affiliate and you start referring people, okay? Or you do number 3, which is what I recommend, which is what I'm doing and all the leaders are doing, where you basically do both. You invest some money, okay, and then you start referring people. It's the most powerful strategy, okay? And also remember, when you're recruiting people, people are going to follow your lead. So you have to lead by example. So it's good for you to start with a good balance in your account, because then you can confidently say to people, hey, look, this is how much I invested, and this is how much I'm making, and this is how much I'm withdrawing every single day. Come and join me. Okay, people will follow a good leader. Okay, so you should be congruent at all times. So you can see that I've invested over $30,000 in this company. You can see it right here inside of my account. Okay. So look, 590, my packages are going up. I started at 550 just like a week ago, right? This is my available balance. If I want to withdraw, view wallet, I can withdraw that right now into my wallet, okay? So that's $742 already today, okay? I can withdraw into my wallet, right? I haven't even referred anybody. There's 8 people in my downline, which are just some of my friends that I told this about. After this webinar, this number will go up because I'm going to start actively referring people now. But I've just left my account as it is, okay, and it's growing by itself nicely. If I wanted to, I could withdraw that money right now, okay? So as you can see, it was at 550, so I invested about $30,000 into this myself. So I can confidently show you that and tell you to invest because I've done it myself. I've got some skin in the game. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, okay? Very important to be congruent like that. So let me just check the comments box over here. Make sure you guys are still with me, okay? Okay, let's just look at some of these comments. Okay, cool. I'll get to your questions in a moment. There's a lot of comments here, guys. Guys, we haven't even, there's still some major bombshells I'm about to drop, okay? We haven't got much longer to go, probably another, I don't know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and then we can get into the Q&A. So we're pretty much done. But there's a couple more things I want to share with you, okay? So those are the 3 core strategies, right? Either invest, compound, okay? start recruiting, do affiliate marketing, or do a combination of both, right? So now I want to move on to strategy number 4, which is a bonus strategy, or what I call the golden goose. Okay, now if the daily 1% earning with BTC packages wasn't enough to blow your mind, I personally feel this can be the biggest come up you're ever going to get in your life. I mean, this is how you can potentially make $100 million plus with this company within the next year. You see, USI are currently in the process of doing something called a pre-ICO and releasing their own cryptocurrency coin called the Tech coin into the marketplace. And all indications are showing that this is going to be absolutely huge. Now, if you don't know what an ICO is basically known as an initial coin offering. Okay, and it's the process whereby a company sells like a new coin to their investors at a very low rate as they prepare to float on the stock market and go public. Okay, it happens with normal companies all the time. Before they go public, they sell their shares to all of the insider people. Okay, then they go and float on the stock market. Those shares just quadruple in price or 100 times in price, whatever. People make millions. This is like an insider boys club strategy, how people have been making tens of millions and hundreds of millions in the corporate world for years. Okay, so USI are planning to go public on the stock market very soon, on the coin market, okay, with their own cryptocurrency coin. Okay, now people on the inside always get rich due to ICOs and stock market flotations. Okay, like if you know about money, you know about this. Okay, it's how the big boys make money and the big girls, shouldn't just limit it to boys, girls too, make money in every industry, right? Just think if you were involved in Bitcoin during the pre-ICO days, or even right at the beginning. I mean, if you had bought 250 Bitcoins a few years back when it was $27, okay, you would have spent about $6,760, and today that would be worth 1.8 million. I've heard lots of stories like that before, right? Okay, there's many other cryptocurrency coins where the same thing has happened. Okay, many of the top cryptocurrencies that you see in the market today go through this pre-ICO phase, and the people who have the insider knowledge, which the general public don't have, and the people who get involved in the beginning, they basically are the ones who end up making a massive fortune. Got to stick my charger in because my battery is getting low. So just give me a second. Okay. So here's another one called Neo. Okay, so Neo basically launched in October 2016. It was worth 20 cents per coin. And by August 2017, in 1 year, it hit $50. So if you had invested $5,000 at 20 cents, you would have made 1.25 million. Okay, and then a very famous one, Ethereum, which I believe is one of the second or so most popular coin right now in the marketplace. Okay, they basically started at $1 and now they're worth $299. So if you had invested $5,000 with Ethereum, you would have made 1.5 million right now. There's countless examples like this. This is how people get rich. This is the secret. So the real secret, rather, is to catch a coin in the pre-ICO phase, which is exactly where USI are right now. So USI launched their Tech coin ICO at their last sellout event to members, okay, insider members, which took place in London literally a couple of weeks back. And this caused an absolute frenzy, and I was very lucky to be in this room at that time. Okay, I was about to go, but by a strange turn of events, I ended up in that room and I caught the launch of their ICO. Now, everybody who knows about money and wealth, etc., knows that their biggest shot to become super rich is basically to catch an ICO, basically. Okay, and everybody knows, basically, the USI, once they launch their coin, it's going to be super popular because of the technology that they're investing in, the vision that they've got, and literally people are going mad. You can see one of the pics over here. Okay, so let me go back to the USI site and show you something really cool. Okay, now if I go to here, tokens, yeah. These are all of the different packages that you can purchase in tokens and participate in their ICO. I mean, so you've got silver here, okay, which is you've got gold, you've got ruby, you've got emerald, you've got diamond. Okay, now how do I show you the prices? Let me just, they've changed the whole members area recently. So basically, I just have to figure, oh, here we go, cool. See, this is what I love about this company, guys. There's something in it for everybody. Even if you don't have much money, okay, you can still get involved and potentially do very well, okay? So first of all, check this out. Let me just go back to the dashboard. They launched this only 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago, and they've already sold 36 million coins in less than 2 weeks. Just from announcing it at their event. This is going to be a massive, it's got all the markings basically to be a massive ICO. Okay, now let me just go back to this place order section over here. Now check, these are all the different levels you can basically invest at and what you get. So you can come in at the low silver package level, which cost about, my account's in UK, so it's in pounds, so it's $44. Okay, so let's just see how much that, 44 pounds rather. Okay, this is the lowest level you can come in at. Very affordable for every human being. Okay, GBP to USD. Let me just see how much that is. So about $58, okay, to come in at the lowest level. And for that, you'll get 100 tokens. These tokens, once they float on the stock market, will be converted into coins. Okay, so you can come in at the silver level and you'll get 100 coins or 100 tokens, which will turn into coins once they hit the stock market. And you end up buying them for basically each coin for this amount of BTC. That's how much it costs you at the silver level. Then you've got the gold level, okay, where you get 5,000 tokens. Okay, this is how much it is in BTC. I don't want to keep converting into dollars, but I'll do a few of them just to show you. Okay, this is about $2,800. Okay, and for this you'll get 5,000 tokens, which will convert into coins, and then they're going to have a few bonuses. You'll get 10,000 bonuses, 10,000 coins extra when they hit their first bonus. I'll show you what that is in a second. Okay, then you've got the ruby level, okay, which is this much. You got 20,000 coins. Okay, the first bonus, you'll get 40,000. Second bonus, you'll get 80,000 extra. You've got emerald and you've got diamond. Okay, so the diamond is basically 8 BTC. And to show you how serious I am about this company, okay, it's about $60,000, right? And you get 100,000 coins, 200,000 on first bonus, 400,000 on the second bonus, 800,000 on the third bonus, and 1.6 million altogether. Okay, so 60,000. As you can see over here, if I go to my dashboard, this is the level I've invested at. So I've invested $30,000 into BTC packages and $60,000 into the Diamond ICO, just to show, I mean, this should show you how serious I'm about this business and what I believe it's going to do. Okay, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Diamond, 100,000 packages, my tokens, 100,000. Okay, now check this out. They've sold 36 million tokens in the last 2 weeks. Okay, let me show you this growth, right? I think I've documented this on this presentation. Yeah, check the date over here, 30th of October. I took a screenshot, okay? The total tokens sold, 16 million. Let's just call it 16 million, rounded up figure, okay? 30th of October. The next day, I took a screenshot, 31st of October, you can see on my Apple iMac over here, okay? 19 million, so it grew by 3 million in a day, okay? Then I didn't take it for a while. Few days later, 3rd of November, I took another screenshot, 26 million. It had basically jumped by another 7 million. Okay, currently they're selling around 2 to 5 million tokens a day. That's how much people are investing in this pre-ICO. Okay, these are all the different bonus levels. They've only got 500 million tokens basically in circulation. Once they hit 500 million, the company is going to go for an ICO to float on the coin market. Okay, and that's when these tokens will turn into coin and where you can make a potential fortune. Right? Now, basically, these are all the bonuses. Remember, I showed you the bonuses. Bonus number 1, once they hit this level, okay, which they're going to hit very soon, you get extra coins if you're positioned at the right level over here. Okay, then you've got bonus number 2, bonus number 3, bonus number 4. Okay, so this is basically how it works. Now, before I really break, so you guys are just getting just crazy comments. People are blown away. Okay, I'm going to come to your comments in a bit, guys. We're almost done here now. Okay, give me about another 10 minutes. Okay. Before I explain this in further detail, let me show you something, okay? Check this website out, coinmarketcap.com. This is showing you some of the, all the top, basically, cryptocurrencies in the world, okay? Now, if I scroll down over here to number 18, you'll see there's a company called BitConnect over here. Can you see that? Okay, it's basically the 18th most popular cryptocurrency out there, right? And you can see their coin is currently selling at $274 per coin. Okay, now BitConnect, just so you know, have a very similar business model to USI, where you can invest some money and they pay you out a daily interest percentage that you can withdraw. But they're not as innovative as USI. Firstly, nobody knows who the owners are behind BitConnect. It's just a website. Okay, there's no real transparency. They have no real future innovations or technologies that they've announced. And all they offer is daily return to their investors. Now you can check the coin price. $274. Just a year ago, 1 year ago, they launched at a similar time to USI. Their coin was worth $1. So they went from $1 to now being worth $274 in a year. I know people who got involved with BitConnect like during the beginning stages, and they literally made millions by investing in this ICO. And I think of USI. Firstly, they do everything that BitConnect do and more. Okay, they're a lot more transparent. Everybody knows who the owners are. They're doing live events all over the world. They have huge growth, 200,000 people, growing by approximately 10,000 people a day. They have huge momentum. Already sold 36 million coins pre-ICO. Okay, within 2 weeks. Okay, they're selling about 2 to 5 million coins a day, even before they've gone public, and they have huge innovation. They're developing technology that will save all Bitcoin miners and all of their energy costs. So you can imagine with all of this momentum and innovation, once they hit this target, how much their coin is going to be potentially worth once it goes public. So investing in this ICO will potentially give you the biggest come up of your life. Potentially. Now, obviously, it's not my company, so it's an investment that you have to make, that you have to make your own decision on. But look at all the facts. BitConnect from $1 to $274 basically in a year. USI, much more powerful company, much more transparency, much more innovation and technology. Just imagine, think to yourself, what could this go to? Okay, now we've got a little table over here that I'll show you. Okay, so here basically you can see all of the different levels, right? All the different come ups rather. The potential income projections when USI Tech coin hits the market. So if you invest at silver, which is basically $58, you get 100 tokens and it works out to about 58 cents each. So once it hits the market, if they go to $1, okay, remember BitConnect has gone to $274. Let's say USI just goes to $1, you've made $100 on that investment. If they go to $10, that $58 investment has made you $1,000. If they go to $100, which is half of where BitConnect is, okay, that $58 investment will make you $10,000. Now, if you purchase that gold, which costs roughly $2,900, you get 10,000 tokens, and it works out to around 29 cents each you're buying in at. If they go to $1, you make 10K from that $2,900 investment. If they go to $10, you make 100 grand. If they go to $100, which is half of what BitConnect is at, you've made $1 million, guys, from this $2,900 investment. Where else can you potentially get an ROI like that? Then you've got Ruby, which is $11,600 investment. You've got 80,000 tokens total, 14 cents each. They go to $1, you make 80K, $10, 800K, $100, half of BitConnect, $8 million. You've got Emerald, which is $29,000 investment. You get 400,000 tokens, 7 cents each now. Okay, so $1, if they go to $1, all right, which is like the bare minimum, you've made 400 grand. If they go to $10, once again, bare minimum, you've made 4 million. If they go to $100, you've made 40 million. Okay, this is the level I'm at and where all the leaders are, because we just see the potential. We've got the insider information and we believe in this. Okay, Diamond costs $58,000. We've got 1.6 million tokens, which is going to be converted to coins once they go public. Works out to 3 cents each. They go to just $1, I've made 1.6 million. Okay, I know it's going to at least go to $1 if they go into the stock market. If they go to $10, okay, which is like, look at BitConnect, $274. I've made 16 million. And if they go to $100, guys, which is half of what BitConnect, which is half of who USI are, they've only got one aspect of USI, okay, and they're already trading at double this amount. So if USI does even half of what BitConnect have done, we've made $160 million from this ICO. So this is what we're shooting for over here. Okay, we're shooting for the big leagues. And these are all of the levels you can invest at. Remember, there's something in here for everybody. If you're broke, come in at silver, come in at gold. Okay, you're still a big potential come up over here, right? Now, the other thing for you to realize is, it gets even better, guys. I mean, if that hasn't blown your mind already, I don't know what will. Okay, this is just like incredible. So the other thing, see, the token commissions haven't updated yet, I don't believe, in the new members area. So let me just see where I can show you this. Commissions, token commissions, commissions, BTC commission. I just need to find the section and show you something here. Just give me a second. Qualification details, I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, I think this is it here. No, that's not it. Pay plan details. Okay, yeah, here we go. Cool. So once you position yourself at diamond, silver, gold, whatever, right? Basically, when you start referring people, if they purchase these token packages, you also once again earn a commission from that package added to your Bitcoin balance, basically. Okay, so if you're positioned at diamond, you basically earn, we'll call it 20% on all the sales. So if somebody buys gold, I'll earn 20%. If somebody buys silver, I'll earn 20%. Somebody buys emerald, I'll earn 20%. And if they like buy diamond, 20% of that gets added to my BTC balance, which means I can keep on rebuying, keep on growing my wealth massively. Whatever level you're positioned at, let's say you position at gold and you refer somebody who goes to diamond, because you're not positioned at diamond, that commission automatically passes up to me if I've referred you, and vice versa. That's how it works. So once again, they've got that 12 level deep commission structure also on the token packages. So look at all of this income potential here, guys. I mean, this is insane, right? Not only can you invest and regrow and compound your BTC packages and you're earning in Bitcoins daily, you can refer people, massively grow this. Every time they rebuy, your balance is going to grow. But now you can not only take part in this massive ICO that's potentially going to make a lot of money, okay, but then when you refer people and they also purchase these ICO tokens, that also gets added to your daily balance, okay? This is absolutely insane. So that's what's happening here with UCI, guys. This is why I'm so excited about it. It's like for me personally, this is like one of the most exciting things I've ever seen in my entire career online. Okay, and these are the core strategies, okay, to build some serious wealth with USI. You can either invest and be purely passive, okay, if that's what you want to do, and recommend you buy at least 25 to 100 packages and start doing rebuys using the 70-30 withdrawal method. Number two, you can just purely recruit. If you've got no money, not even $1 to your name, purely recruit, get people to rebuy and build yourself up that way, okay. Number three, which is highly recommended, which is what all the leaders are doing, you do a hybrid model. Invest as much as you can into BTC packages and buy as many packs like me, and then start recruiting after that, okay, and grow your account exponentially. And also number four, which is what I highly recommend, you can invest in tokens to have a massive potential come up when the ICO goes live, and make a huge potential sum of money. So if you're serious about becoming a crypto millionaire, I would highly recommend you model what I'm doing and what every other leader is doing in this company. Okay, remember, success leaves clues. You can see now I've invested $30,000 into BTC packages and $68,000 into the ICO diamond package. I'm not going to invest 100 grand of my own money into something unless I believe it can make me a heck of a lot of money. So I've invested 6 figures personally into this company. I'm not saying you have to do that, but you should look at investing money into BTC, building a downline, and also investing at the highest level ICO that you can. That's what I highly, highly recommend. And the beautiful thing about USI is that there are no purchase or repurchase requirements. It's a simple, straightforward business that anybody can do. You can withdraw your available balance at any time. Withdrawals are processed within 24 hours, okay? They have a 2.5 Bitcoin limit per day withdrawal limit, which is currently around $8,000 per day, more than enough, okay? And whatever balance you have, you can use it to purchase more BTC, purchase more token packages. You can also gift people BTC packages. So if somebody signs up under you and you want to send them some BTC packages or send them some tokens, you can do that. You can sell it to them or you can gift it to them. I mean, I have a friend who basically, he's got his brother involved in the business, and anytime his brother does some work, he pays him in BTC packages. I mean, how incredible is that? Imagine giving people a gift like that. That's going to continue to grow for them. Isn't that incredible? Okay. And I mean, it's your money. You're free to basically control it and spend it how you want. Okay. And it's a simple process. You just need a wallet, buy Bitcoin, fund your USI account, multiply your Bitcoin, extract it back into your wallet. Simple as that. I'll post a video in the Facebook group, so make sure you've joined that. Okay, and I'll show you how to set up and use a back office, where the best wallets are, and all of that kind of stuff. Okay. And yeah, I'll give you all of that resources if you want. Okay, customer registration is free. There's no back office monthly fees or enrollment fees, and it's an incredible system. So timing is everything, guys. Okay, so you should get started right now. Remember that I love this Chinese proverb. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. So the best time for you to have become a millionaire was years ago, or the second best time is now. Now, once again, I have to give you all of these legal disclaimers. I don't own USI. It's not my company. Okay, so whatever money you invest, I never tell people to invest money that you can't afford to lose. Not that you're going to lose it. I've invested 6 figures, you can see, but you should invest whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you can play with, and be as aggressive as you like, but according to your risk tolerance. Everything's got a risk to it, so understand that and then invest the money, whatever you're comfortable with. But if you really want to play this game, start modeling what the leaders are doing, okay? And Once again, there's no income guarantees. Legally, I can't give you that. So I may achieve a certain result. I'm not saying you're going to achieve that. Okay, you have to put in the work, use the strategies that I give you, and work the system to the best of your ability. Okay, now I did say to you at the beginning that basically I'm not personally selling anything to you on this call. I honestly have nothing to sell. The purpose was for me to show you this incredible wealth creation vehicle, to have you get involved so you can start building your Bitcoin empire. Remember, to me, this is just a vehicle. My end goal is to own as much Bitcoin as I possibly can. Okay, but I'm using USI to get there because it allows me to multiply rapidly. Okay, so here, just follow these steps exactly as I've outlined. Okay, so step number one, you just click there and you sign up for a free account with USI Tech. So when you click there, it'll basically take you to the USI registration page. Okay, and it's free to register. So you just create your free account. Now, if you can, like I said, they're doing a big system update at the moment and completely refresh the look and feel of the members area. Lots of cool new features being added. Okay, so there's a bit of updates going on right now. Okay, so if you can, avoid using like a Hotmail, Yahoo, or AOL email address, or even like some kind of domain name at your own domain name email address. The best email address is Gmail if you can. Okay, so just sign up for a free Gmail account if you haven't got one already, and then use that to sign up for your USI, because there is some verification process. They're going to be sending a verification email, and with Hotmail, Yahoo, AOL usually has problems receiving those emails, even for all of our own marketing. I've found that. So where possible, use a Gmail. Okay, step number one. Step number two, make sure you're registered in our Facebook group, because all the updates are going to go in there. Okay, so you click on that, and if you're not part of the group already, make sure you're part of that group. Make sure you hit notifications and you click on all posts, and you click here and you pin it to your shortcut. It's very important, otherwise you will miss the posts. Okay, so that's step number two. Step number three, you just open a wallet, buy some Bitcoin to fund your USI account. I'm going to be doing a training video for that very soon and posting it in the Facebook group, and also providing a resource guide. So that will be in the Facebook group very soon. If you're looking to get funding and you want to use OPM, if you're in USA and you've got good credit, you can check out this company. I've heard very good things about them. I'll be also posting a whole list of finance companies in the Facebook group very soon. Okay, and there's a free resource link over here where you can get access to a lot more Bitcoin crypto training for those of you guys who want more education, etc. There's an extra link for that on step number 5. Not compulsory, but you're welcome to go there and sign up for this training course to get lots of extra additional training. Okay, but the most important step is step number 1 over here. Click here, sign up for a free USI account, make sure you use a Gmail, and also sign up for the Facebook group. Okay, so we're pretty much done now, guys. That's the presentation. Okay, so anyway, let me just basically go through these questions. And there's a lot of comments as well, guys, so it's going to take me a while to kind of filter through the comments and the questions and so just post it into the group, and I will get to it one by one. Post it into the chat box rather. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Lots of highs and hellos. I've just literally scrolled all the way to the top, and I'm scrolling down very quickly. Let's see. Lots of people are super excited. Oh my goodness. Can we get email copy of the? Yeah, I'll send you a recording of the slides of the presentation. Hopefully it's recorded fine. We've recorded it from this computer, and it seems like it's working fine, so it looks good. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just because I've scrolled right to the top. Basically, that's why I'm just getting all the comments now. Will we have a copy of the presentation? Yes, I'll send you a recording. Al Gore was never president. Sorry, I might have made a slight error on my presentation when I'm basically when I put Al Gore in there. Okay, so my mistake. Okay, what's this? Okay, thank you, Saj. Very useful. Boom. Okay, cool, guys. I'm just still going through lots of comments here, guys. I haven't even got to the questions yet. Wow, awesome. I'm going to be rich, somebody writes. Much new information, but understandable. Charlene says, great, exciting. I've seen a growth dipping my toes into Bitcoin. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome, Charlene. Abayomi, I read your emails and PDF, but never heard your speech. I'm so impressed. God bless you. Thank you, Abayomi. Appreciate that, man. Any insight on how Bitcoin bubble maybe exploded in any length of time frame? I think you're meant to say exploited. Well, the thing about Bitcoin, Podge, as I mentioned in the presentation, is a limited supply and high demand. So the prices, that will keep pushing the prices up. And the way you really exploit that is you use a vehicle like USI Tech to keep multiplying your Bitcoins, basically. Now you can either invest in Bitcoin and hold it, like I said, which is cool, right? Or you can, if you're aggressive and you want to basically, like try a vehicle like this, you can put it into a vehicle like this and basically use a system to, uh, you know, just turn one Bitcoin into many Bitcoins over and over again, basically. Okay. Somebody's asking about USI and investment. So any kind of investment vehicle, guys, like I said, you have to have a risk tolerance for it. Okay. So would I say put all your life savings into this? I didn't do that, but you can see I've put 100 grand into it, which means, I believe in the company and I believe in what they're doing. And I know people withdrawing Bitcoin every single day. I know one guy who's withdrew 5 million. There's 18 millionaires that's been created. Justin, who you'll see, he's done like 200K in Bitcoins withdrawn into his account. So the system is there. The system is working, but you should, it's a system. Is USI going to be around in 5 years, 10 years, next year? Who knows? I can't say that. It's not my company. So you have to, according to your risk tolerance, utilize this system. Okay. So for me, 100 grand, yes, it's a lot of money for anybody, but it's enough that I wanted to put in to really aggressively use this system. All right. So it's just a system and you use the system. The ultimate goal is not USI or any company. The ultimate goal is to own as many Bitcoins as possible. Okay. So that's why I'm using this vehicle. Right. Venkat says, Saj, do you have the math on how long it will take if you buy one Bitcoin worth of 60 packages for us to receive 2 Bitcoins in 1 to 2 years? So what you can do, Venkat, is for that, you can use this external calculator. I'll send you a link to that, okay? And you can work out, like I don't have time to work out all that math now because we've got so many questions, but I'll send you this calculator. Just don't hit the register button on this, whatever you do. I've been told to tell everybody that, right? But you can use this calculator to work out how much you want to achieve in Bitcoins and how much you need to invest, etc., and backwards. Okay. Azam says, and what when the price goes down? Good question. So Bitcoin prices are always up and down every single day. So like yesterday, I believe it was at 7,500. Today, as you can see, it's back down to 7,100, which adjusts all of these figures over here. But ultimately, if you look in the long run, okay, it's only going to go up. Like if you look here, so this is something in trading called retracement, Azam. Okay, so as you can see here, Bitcoin price started down here. Now it's all the way up here. But on this journey, you can see, like, look, it reached up here, then it went down a bit. It's called a retracement. This always happens in trading. It's called volatility. This is how the traders make their money. When these ups and downs happen, this is why they can pay all of these percentage out, because this is where they make their money when the market moves up and down. So yes, it's going to go up and then down and up and down, but you just have to look at the long term. The long term is going up and up and up. There might be some minor retracements here and there, okay? So which will adjust all of the figures in USI Tech, but ultimately the price, as you can see, is just up and up and up, okay? Yes, the initial packages expire. So each package that you buy over here, guys, okay, so if I go here to package, place order, hold on, somebody's sending me a message. I just want to make sure, is it Justin? Okay, he's not back yet, but he should be back soon, okay? Okay, so here, every package that you buy, okay, this price fluctuates with the price of Bitcoin, by the way, okay, but it's always around $60, okay, it always remains similar to that price. But every package that you buy expires after 140 days, right? So it's not going to last forever. It's not like they're going to pay you 1% for the rest of your life on your $60 investment, okay? It expires after 140 days, after you've made 140% return on that money. This is why I said over here, you need this insider strategy. Okay, you need to have a strategy where you're basically purchasing at least one new package a week, or ideally one package a day, because that way you can withdraw a certain amount, pump a certain amount back in to keep buying packages, and you just create a nice system where you're constantly earning daily Bitcoins, but your packages never expire, Bindu. Okay, was it Bindu that asked that question or somebody else? So it might have been somebody else. So that's what's happening over there. Emma says, this is amazing. Love it. Thanks for being here, Emma. This is much better than tech for sure, Martin. But they're both different vehicles, man. We're going to do both of them, but this is super lucrative, man. Super. Kevin says this is freaking nuts. Absolutely. So the price of the packages, they always remain around. They might go up and down slightly, Pritesh, but they always remain basically around the same. Somebody says, who says, with any company, guys, what you have to understand, like these kind of companies that give you percentage, or any affiliate marketing company, anything, right? Some people are going to say, oh, this doesn't work, or this can't be right, whatever. You just have to look at the results. Okay, people are getting results in this company and pulling out money, so that should be enough for you to test the system. And you can test the system really low if you want. Put $100 in, start withdrawing money every single day until you get confident that the system works, and then you don't need to listen to anybody else. People can say anything on the internet, okay, about anything. But what you have to do is be like a scientist, have an objective mind, test the system. If it works for you, great. Now you can scale it up as much as you want, okay? I can tell you the system works. Personally know somebody who's withdrawn $5 million in 7 months, okay? 18 millionaires. Justin, if he comes online, he'll show you his accounts. If he's got them open, he's withdrawing Bitcoin every single day. The account's working, the business is running. It's up to you if you want to get involved and start milking the system, as they say. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah, so someone says that's insane with no money. Yeah, so the only way you're going to make this work with no money is basically if you do the referral strategy, and you need to refer somebody who starts investing, and then you earn on their Bitcoin. Can you get in at $2,000? Of course you can. You can definitely buy packages. You can invest some on the ICO, whatever you want, Kevin. Okay. So Jerry says, so you can also invest the Bitcoins you already have and turn them into more by buying packages, which would work faster than you just buy and hold Bitcoin, right? Yes, that's exactly what I've done, Jerry. So I had about $60,000 worth of Bitcoin, and I was just thinking to myself, I can either hold those Bitcoins or I can invest it into USI and multiply them. So that's a decision you have to make, okay, if you're willing to do that. I obviously did that because I want to multiply my Bitcoin, and I believe this is a vehicle that's going to get me there in the quickest period of time. You can put some of your Bitcoin into USI. Depends on how aggressive you want to be with it. Okay. Bindu Justin will tell you he invested in 100 BTC packages to start off with. So about $6,000. Okay. Okay. Powerful stuff, says Matt. Why do the packages expire? I don't know why they expire. Some obviously they can't pay you. It's like probably a maximum what they can afford to pay out is 1% for 140 days on that investment, Palais. You know, they're not going to pay you for life, basically, right? Yes, Jennifer, you can buy from anywhere in the world the tokens. Yeah, so there are other companies that have been like this, Venkat, like I explained in the presentation, but they didn't have any substance behind it. You see, most companies, if there's a company where you don't know who the owners are, okay, there's no transparency or anything like that, then you should be quite careful because you have to see how are they able to pay this investment. With USI, like I said, these guys are doing events every week. They're growing by huge numbers. They're about to do their own ICO. They're investing in all kinds of technologies. So, I've invested 6 figures into this company because I believe they're going to be around, and they're going to stick to it. But when it comes to your investment, see how much you can afford to invest in this. If you want to start small and then grow it up. But personally, everything I'm seeing about this company is showing me that they're solid, they've got a big vision, they're transparent, and they're really looking to disrupt the industry. Okay. So with USI account, we can create a wallet, but can we not buy the Bitcoin from USI website? They did have a function that I believe they're uploading to the new members area. So this whole members area is being upgraded. Okay, and they will put an option in there where you can buy Bitcoin directly from within the USI. Currently, that's not available. Okay, but it should be available soon. Okay, Justin's here, guys. So let me bring him in. Bring him in. 1 second. I know we've gone over time here today. It's been like, what, 2.5 hours, but it's worth it. I mean, this is your future potentially here financially. So I'll get back to answering your questions. Let me just bring Justin on the call very quickly and you can hear from him. And then we will continue. Okay. Where's my Skype gone? My brain is functioning a bit slow. I've not been that well recently, guys. So like, I can't find my Skype. Okay. As you can see, all these people on my Skype. Okay, let me get Justin on here. The audio might not be great because I'm going to be calling him on Skype, but we can try. Justin, is that him? Justin. Yeah, here we go. Okay, cool. Let's see if this works. Justin Verenja.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, bro. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for making the time. Sorry, I just kind of got ran over speaking to a few of my guys over here, man. Just talking. Just kind of ran over. So I appreciate you making the time here today, bro. How's everything?
Everything's great, man. What time is it in the UK? It's got to be like the middle of the night, right?
Yeah, it's like 1:30 a.m., dude. Like super late. Can you guys hear Justin? By the way, obviously you won't be able to hear them, Justin. Yeah, because I've got them on like a call and I've got you here. Can you guys hear Justin? Okay, everybody can hear you. So Justin, bro, look, I don't want to take too much of your time. It's already late, bro. Yeah. I just wanted to basically, obviously, you told me about USI, man, and since I've seen it, like I've never seen anything this incredible, like this kind of comp plan, this kind of earning in Bitcoin where your wealth keeps going up. It's crazy, bro. So I mean, just why don't you just share a little bit about like your achievements, your story, and like why you're so excited about this, man?
Yeah, I mean, I had my eye on cryptocurrency for a while, just kind of like watching it and all that. Like maybe 6 months ago, it really got my attention, and I was introduced USI Tech 6 months ago from Mike Hobbs, who's your upline as well, above us or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was very skeptical because, I didn't know nothing about, just being honest, I didn't know anything about the company. Kind of looked like a Ponzi from the outside.
Yep.
So I'm like, you know what? I didn't do any investment. I didn't refer it. I just sat on the sidelines. And, let's fast forward 6 months to about 45 days ago, I think is when I got started. 46 days ago to be exact. I just, I was watching Mike Hobbs and Vitali and Frankie Calabro, all my upline. And I just see the numbers they're pulling in. Like, I've known Mike Hobbs for like a decade. One of the most humble human beings, just an incredible servant leader. We worked in a previous opportunity, and he had months where I've seen him make as much as $75,000 a month, but he had to split it like with 4 partners. And it took several years to get to that level of income, and it took sponsoring thousands of people. With USI, I watch him crush that income, and he don't have any partners, right? Crush that income, and he's only been doing it for 6 months, right? Mm-hmm. So it showed me, and he built a team. His USI team is about 100 active people.
Wow.
An active person is considered a person who has 12 or more packages. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, where can you build a team of 100 people and earn like a Bitcoin, which is currently over $7,000. Mm-hmm. When I plugged into this 45 days ago or whatever, a Bitcoin was like, less than $4,000. Mm-hmm. So it just really captivated me. And then I started paying more attention to understanding what the product actually is and what their purpose serves. And, getting to understand more like you just recently did at the London event, doing your due diligence. So I realized that this is real. They have real mining operations. The products are top notch. And the kicker, every single person is making money. Yeah. And they just celebrated their 1-year anniversary. Mm-hmm. There's currently over 300,000 active affiliates. Mm-hmm. And just every move they're making excites me even more. Yeah. So the whole ICO that's going to be launching, I think by the time that goes live, which I predict will be March, mm-hmm. I believe we'll have them, and this is from the owners, we believe there will be over 1 million active affiliates, all making money, like all getting results. Mm-hmm. So you can only imagine how big this thing is going to be, launching an internal, ICO. So I see the potential here. That's why I just personally invested like $80,000 worth of Bitcoin into this. Mm-hmm. Just like yourself, Saj, I'm going hard. I'm in this to win it. I'm earning more money than I've ever earned in my life. And I'm only like 46 days in. Just checked my balance a little earlier on my way on the way back, and it's at 2.8 Bitcoins for today. Wow. I don't know what that is exactly, but it's roughly $20,000. Yesterday I had a $20,000 day. My goal is to start having $100,000 days and just showing people how to become financially free with this technology we call Bitcoin, and controlling their own money versus being dependent upon a centralized institution who we don't trust to do that for us. So to me, this represents something much bigger than just making money, but it's educating people on how to create true freedom, you know, by owning and controlling your own money. So to me, this is something I'm very passionate about, something that gets me waking up out of bed early. And I typically don't wake up out of bed early. Like I wake up when I'm kind of forced to wake up for my little one, but now it's like I'm waking up at 6 a.m., checking the Bitcoin prices and seeing what's going on. Probably the most exciting space to be in.
Definitely.
And it's still the Wild West. I mean, one of the owners from the USI event, I heard, because Vitali quoted him in a Facebook post when he was at the event, you were there, he said there will be days where some affiliates will earn over $1 million in Bitcoin in a single day.
Yep, I heard that.
I would like to become one of those affiliates.
Same
you
here,
know what
man.
I mean?
Same here, bro. Same here. Definitely, Justin.
So this is the most exciting space to be in right now. So that's what got me here, man. I'm excited.
Oh, cheers, bro. No, that's awesome, bro. I mean, thank you for that inspiration, man. I mean, you really inspired me to get into this business because I've always wanted to, well, after some time, I realized I need to start investing in Bitcoin, you know, and then when I saw this USI vehicle, it's just like multiplying the amount of Bitcoins, and seeing the results you were getting really inspired me to jump into this opportunity. And from what I'm seeing, because a lot of people are asking about the company and basically, you know, the future, and I said the same thing as you, man. Obviously, have a tolerance to risk, put in some money into this, right? And go hard at it. And then once you start withdrawing daily Bitcoins, you'll know that the system works, right? Basically, you know, and they're investing in technology and mining. They've got a big vision, and the results don't lie, man. Everybody is making money, and I've never seen anything like that, man, which is pretty sick, dude, you know?
Exactly. It's unheard of. I've never been involved in a business where everyone on my team is like sending me private messages and voice audio saying how much they appreciate me for sharing this. Like, I've never had success with anything. You don't understand. I've been doing this for 5 years or 10 years, and just everything I've tried, I've failed. They're like, this is, you know, for the first time in my life, I'm getting results. So it's a genuine excitement from the team, and that's what it's all about. We all know in affiliate marketing, like probably 90% of people, regardless what you give them and show them, even if it's your top secrets, most people will never duplicate it. So it just feels really good to be in a space like this where we all win together, you know?
No, definitely, bro. Definitely. So, I mean, I just wanted to bring you on, bro. Just so, what kind of results have you got, Justin, like so far, man? You've probably stacked up like what 20 plus Bitcoins now. You're earning like what some days 2 Bitcoins a day. You're saying now, yeah?
Yeah. Yesterday we crossed 20 Bitcoins on day 45,
wow.
And today we earned about 3 Bitcoins. So it's like, holy crap!
Wow.
You know,
wow.
It's coming fast. They do have a withdrawal limit, which is 2.5 Bitcoins per day.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, today I have more in my balance than I can withdraw. So I'll withdraw the 2.5, and the remainder I'll withdraw tomorrow. One of the cool things about the ICO, it's kind of like the yin and yang. Because without that ICO product, think about this, like your friend you met at the event, who you've known for a while, he maxed out the comp plan a long time ago. So he's been collecting 2.5 Bitcoin per day for a long time, you know?
Definitely.
So what do you do with that available balance? Well, with the ICO, you'll be able to, the available balance you can't withdraw, you'll be able to put into the tokens.
Exactly.
So we now have the potential to earn unlimited amount of money, which is ridiculous. So anything extra you can't withdraw will be able to roll over into tokens, so that we could potentially have, you know, $50,000, $100,000, potentially more days. And, you know, as a networker, it's going to happen. This is the most lucrative comp plan I've seen in the network marketing space, because they pay 12 levels deep. And most of you may know the comp plan or may not, but level 1, you get on there's 2 products. On the BTC package side, we earn 10% of whatever somebody invests, not paid out at the end of the month, not paid out at the end of the week, but paid out instantly. So when someone just purchased Diamond, when I was in the Porsche on the way home with my food here, and I refreshed, and all of a sudden my balance jumped up 1.5 Bitcoin, that's because they just completed their purchase and they pay you instantly. Hey, baby. Want to say hi to everybody watching you?
Hey, Kuan Yin, what's up? You're on a call now. Everybody can see you. She's so
Say
cute,
hi.
man.
They can all see you.
Hi.
I know you don't want the chicken, but I have to open this up and I'll feed you my salmon and you can eat with me, okay? Yeah,
man.
so the comp plan is unreal.
Yeah.
For somebody who's building it, it's very easy to earn a lot of residual income and max out the comp plan. I thought it would take me like 6 months to do it, but we're already having like 2.5 Bitcoin days. So sit here, I'll feed you.
No, that's pretty insane, Justin, bro. I mean, I've just literally just been blown away by this whole opportunity, man. I mean, my goal is to just own as many Bitcoin as possible. The ICO is just like a mega golden bonus on top, bro. You know, potential $100 million, at least a few $1 million come up, man. If it goes to even $1, we've basically made 7 figures from that, man. You know, so
you want to talk about that, or did you share
sure.
anything?
I've talked about that to the guys. I mean, if you want to share anything about that, like I know how excited you are because that's like serious come up right there, you know. So I've told them all the details about it. Yeah.
So I've always had this vision of becoming a billionaire and creating the most wealthiest team of, crypto. Well, now cryptopreneurs, but I didn't know what crypto was like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So I always use the word the wealthiest team of light workers, just people doing good on the planet to balance the forces of evil, if you know what I mean. But I never, I always knew it would happen, but I never knew how. But now in this crypto space, I see how realistic it is. So for example, Saj and I both invested into Diamond because we believe in this company. So that was about a $58,000 investment, which is going to give us 1.6 million tokens. So we're getting them for 3 cents each. When this ICO goes live, which the owners predict it will probably happen around March, as soon as they hit 500 million internal token sales, I don't think it'll take long because there's already over 300,000 active affiliates, and that's the whole focus and direction of the company. So when this ICO launches, it's very realistic that it hits $1. If it hits $1, our $58,000 investment turns into 1.6 million. Now, naturally, it can hit $2 or $3, and that's gravy. If it hit $10, that would be a $16 million come up. Now, if it hit $100, because the owner's goal is to have a top 10 cryptocurrency in the world. So if it ever did hit $100, that's a $160 million come up. Now, just to provide an example of the fastest growing cryptocurrency in existence, there's this company called BitConnect. They went live as an ICO January this year. If you go to coinmarketcap.com, I think they're currently number 16 or 17.
I'm showing it live as you're talking, so BitConnect.
Perfect. Yeah. So they started, and before they launched, they were in business for I don't know the exact time, but just a couple months, 2 or 3 months. They did not have an affiliate database, nowhere as strong as ours. It was much smaller. But nonetheless, they launched. And this is the only cryptocurrency in the direct marketing space, so that's why I'm comparing it to that. All the other top cryptocurrencies, they're not a direct sales model, something totally different. So fast forward 10 months later, look at that coin right now. When I looked earlier today, it was 275 in that ballpark.
Yeah, it's 274.
That's in 10 months. From 16 cents to 275. Why do I believe it rose so crazy, even faster than Bitcoin? Bitcoin took 7 years to get to where it's at, right? It's because it's a direct sales model, and the internal affiliate database is driving the price of the coin because there's so much trading internally going on. So what do you think is going to happen when this ICO goes live around March of next year, and we have 1 million plus active diehard affiliates all succeeding and buying tokens?
Yep.
I think it has the potential to surpass a BitConnect. I don't know if it will. There's no guarantee. We don't know. It is a risk. It is an investment.
Yep.
But it's a smart risk in my book. It's a smart investment. So I think this will be our biggest come up. So my recommendation to our team who are getting started and what should I do? We have 2 products. The ICO is a long-term come up, you feel, on the investment side, because we don't profit from that immediately. We really aren't going to profit from that side on the investment. until that ICO goes live, which will be in approximately 6 months. So we don't want everyone to put all their eggs in that one basket because we need people making money immediately, just like we are. So my recommendation is buy the top ICO, token package, that's the right term, token package that you can afford, but also buy as many BTC packages as you can afford. So for example, Saj came into this thing and he's like, yo, he went to the event, and this is just like, if you don't mind, I'll just share our conversation. Man. It was like, prior to the event, you're like, Justin, I'm looking to invest $25,000 into Bitcoin. What should I do? I'm like, there's this company, USI Tech. I think you should check it out. Then there just so happened to be an event where you live in London. I hit up Mike Hobbs. I'm like, do you happen to have an extra ticket? My guy Saj, he'd love to attend. Mike happened to have an extra ticket. Long story short, Saj attends, and then he gives me a call. I should say, sends me a Facebook message, and he says, this is the real deal. He's like, I need to go big with this. He's like, I don't want to do 25,000. I want to do 100,000. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, what? I'm like, whatever this guy experienced, man, I wish I was there. So what did we tell Saj to do with a $100,000 investment? Get the highest token package, which is Diamond, that's 58,000. And then with the rest, buy as many BTC packages as possible. So I know Saj came on board, correct me if I'm wrong, but with 550 BTC packages and the Diamond, which is probably roughly a 90-something thousand, maybe 95 grand or $93,000 worth of Bitcoin. So that's the smart play for those of you who have the investment dollars to make that happen. That's exactly what we did. We bought as many, packages when we started, and when they just launched this, this token package, we went Diamond. We also bought Ruby. We're like, let's get Ruby and Diamond. Why not? So there was one guy at the event. I don't know if you had the chance to meet him, Saj, but Vitality was sharing the story. Mm-hmm. He bought 202 Diamond packages.
Oh, so some of my guys were asking about that. Can they buy multiple packages like the same one? Okay, so they can. Okay, cool. Wow, that's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. So one thing to note: silver, don't waste your money. There's no incentive. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Silver doesn't give us a bonus. So for those, the lower people like on the team who don't really have much to invest, they're like, should I get silver? It's like, we tell them no, but they still do. But like every day, Mike and I are like, don't buy the silver, because if you're going to pay full price for the token, you can pay full price later. There's no urgency. Mm-hmm. The urgency is in the Diamond package, the Emerald package, the Gold package. Why is that? Because there's about to be a split. I don't know if you shared that in the back office. Like, there's so many splits. The first split is going to happen in approximately 15 days, which is about 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So those of you who purchase a token package prior to the first split just means your tokens double. You get double the amount of tokens. So 100,000 tokens turn into 200,000. If you purchase any of these packages after the first split, you'll pay the same price and you'll end up with half the amount of tokens. It doesn't matter if it's Diamond, doesn't matter if it's Ruby or Emerald or Gold, whatever it is. So there's a true, real urgency right now. I strongly encourage, this is what I'm telling my team, mm-hmm. Do what you got to do to get the package you really want now. Work on it, because it may take, for some it may take a week to come up with the money or whatever, buy the Bitcoin, because, sometimes it takes time to do this stuff. Mm-hmm. But start working on that now, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. After that split, people can still buy Diamond, but you're not going to have 1.6 million tokens at 3 cents each. They're going to be 6 cents. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So now is the time, and we can never rewind time and go back. This is once it happens, it's over.
No, definitely, bro.
So
definitely.
The people who are in on this now, internally aware of this, are going to be the people who have the big come-ups. And that's why I'm so stoked, to be sharing this information now with my team, with you guys. I'm so glad Saj is on board with us, because we're just getting warmed up. I haven't even ran any paid traffic yet. Exactly. This is just been the easiest thing I've ever built, because results speak. And when you can start documenting your results, this is what I start doing in my Facebook group. I'm like, day 1, this is what I did. Mm-hmm. Day 2, here's my earnings. And every day I just document what I do and what I earn, and everyone is starting to do the same thing. So everyone is just effortlessly attracting people. And the big money is in the referral side. Though we have people who strictly invest, we have people who have invested $50,000 buying BTC packages just as an investor. That's totally cool. We welcome investors. We welcome builders. Personally, I'm doing both. I know Saj is doing both because we want to max the comp plan as fast as humanly possible. And I know when Saj joined, it was my goal too. I'm like, let's max the comp plan before the end of the year, which is like less than 60 days from now, because this is the type of comp plan we could max out with, the skills that we have. And the best part, you guys can leverage off of all of our resources and all of our skills, because when you win is when we truly win. You know what I mean? Because we do have a vested interest in everyone on our team's success because we're getting paid 12 levels deep.
Exactly.
So we're helping our team. Everything's just running very smoothly, and just very excited to be here, man.
No, thank you so much for that, Justin, bro. Appreciate your inspiration. Appreciate you inspired me, and appreciate you talking to the team, man. And I know your team, basically, they're just following your lead, man. Everybody's following your lead. So, just pay attention to that, guys. We basically, I've invested 100K into this business, okay? Been in business for a long time. I'm not going to invest 100K into something unless I really believed in the company and I started seeing results, And the great thing about this is right now in this business, everybody's making money. Everybody's seeing results. So you just got to jump in. And like Justin said, come in at the level that's basically think big, Obviously, according to your risk tolerance, okay, basically how much are you willing to spend, but then make that the biggest amount you can afford to, because the come-ups are potentially huge here, one with this ICO and then with the BTC packages. But Justin, look, bro, I know you're feeding your daughter. I don't want to take too much of your time. I'm going to wrap this call up now as well, but I really appreciate it, bro, and I'll connect with you tomorrow or something, man, and then we'll catch up, Justin, yeah?
Sounds good, bro. Always an honor. Love you, man.
Yeah,
just
much love, brother.
Bottom of my heart. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Anything I can do to serve you, feel free to let me know. I'm here to help.
Thanks, brother. Thanks. Have a good day, Justin. We'll connect soon, bro. Much love, bro. Thank you.
Sounds good, bro. Have a good night.
Peace, bro. Okay, man. I just wanted to bring Justin on the call, guys, because he's a very good friend, and he's always somebody who's tapped into the stuff that's making money. So everything that I've done with Justin, it's always made me money. So, this is just another one of those opportunities. It's a great opportunity, guys, So I know there's some of you are thinking about, where do I buy Bitcoin? How do I get started? So what I'm going to do is, I don't want to keep this presentation going for too long. I might answer a few more questions quickly here because we've just gone way over. Okay. But then I'll record. This is obviously being recorded. So I'll send out the replay to you by tomorrow, and I'll also put details in the email tomorrow of how you can basically take this to the next level. I need to work on a resource document of all the best wallets and coins, places where you can buy coins, the best wallets, and how to fund your USI account. I'll be doing all of that, guys, over the next couple of days. Phil says, going all in 100 BTC, mate, excellent. That's the way to play, Phil. Guys, you can go and listen to people out there saying, oh, don't join this, don't do this, don't do this, Bitcoin's not going to go up, don't join USI, whatever. At the end of the day, results is what speaks, okay? So you decide if you want to follow the crowd or if you want to get results. If you want to get results, like I said, this system is pouring out money right now. Justin is up 22 Bitcoin already. You can see my account over here. I personally invested 6 figures. So you make your informed decision on what you want to do, but it's time. I would advise you to play as big as possible, because this literally right now, as it stands, is a Bitcoin multiplying machine. Okay, so Jordan says, I use Exodus wallet, which charges $14 to send Bitcoins to USI. Is that a high charge? If that's the option you've got, that's not a high charge, Jordan, man. I would use that because it's fast and you can get in. $14 is not a big deal. Noel says, I am registered with Coinbase and they restrict me to $250 a week. Yeah, so Coinbase is quite you have to keep building. You can only do 200 or 500 a week. It's not a good place. I'll send you a resource list, Noel. You can try Coin Mama is one of them, but the fees are very high. I'll send you a resource list in the Facebook group. Just make sure you're in the Facebook group and you've got notifications to on. Make sure you're receiving all of our emails. But like I said, Facebook group is the best place to keep in touch. But once again, if you don't have your notifications to all posts here, you'll miss our posts, because so many people post on Facebook, you'll miss it. So it's very important to have this to all posts, okay? Aminul says, if I buy 5 BTC pack and repurchase at 100%, does that mean the compound will be on Bitcoin? Yes, always on Bitcoin. Everything to do with UCI, there's nothing to do with dollars, is always on Bitcoin, Aminul. That's the great, beautiful thing about this business and why I got involved in it. Richard says, last comment of the day goes to Richard. Thanks for the webinar again. We'll struggle to sleep. Very exciting. I did tell you in the email you might not sleep for 3 days after seeing this, guys. So really looking forward to working with all of you. And like I said, guys, there is no excuse not to get involved. Even if you're a super skeptical person, you have no tolerance to risk, you can still purchase one package at $60 and purchase silver at $58, and for $100 get involved in this company. There's no excuse. If you got no money, you can refer people. You can be as aggressive as you want. Like me, I've invested 100 grand. Obviously, I'm not telling you what to invest. It's your decision. According to your risk tolerance, you put in whatever you can afford to play with, okay, and afford to risk. But at the end of the day, if you want to milk this system, I've given you the optimal strategy to do that, okay? With BTC packages, you want to look at coming in at 25 to 100 packages at least, so you can basically keep the package growing, okay? And the ICO is a whole different ball game, okay? You've seen the potential figures here. Let's say all of this doesn't work and it just hits $1, okay? Then you can look at the potential come-ups over here and work out how much you want to invest. I'll give you a recording of this webinar. You'll get that very soon, okay? So other than that, good night. God bless you. I hope to see all of your success very soon. I'll tell you why I'm so excited about this, guys, because I know hundreds of our students now will start getting results and start making money. So I really basically, that's why I want to see, because with internet marketing, it's amazing, but you have to do a lot of work. And even if I give you my best stuff, you still have to sit at your computer and do work to make it work, right? With this USI Tech vehicle, come on, like, you know, what's your excuse? You can be passive, you can be active, you can be a hybrid, okay? You can just jump in on the ICO, you can start low, you can start middle, you can start high, like there's really no excuse, right? So let's make it happen, guys. Let's make it happen.
Hey guys, Mark back here, and I hope you enjoyed that video, that presentation, and I'm sure that you're as excited as I was when I first saw that presentation as well. And if you're anything like me, you may be a little bit skeptical, and again, that's why I basically registered for my free account with USI and tested it out. I did it on a small scale, bought a little bit of bought a handful of packages just to test it out, to make sure that I did indeed get those daily returns, those daily compounding returns. And when I realized that in fact I did, that's at that point when I decided to say, okay, I'm in, I'm fully on board, and I went all in as well. So look, what I recommend you do now is below this video is a great big button. Click at that button. It's going to take you to another page which basically got 2 steps on it, outline how to get started or how to get some of your questions answered. The first thing you want to do is to register for a free USI Tech account. Like I said at the start, it's a totally free process. There's no credit card information required or anything like that. It takes like 30 seconds or a minute to create that free account. Once you've done that, you've got full access to the USI Tech back office, so you can see exactly for yourself what you've just seen on that video. Step number 2, and again there'll be a link on the next page once you've clicked this button, is to join our private Facebook group that was shown on the video. Now, this is an important step to do because it's a great place to get all your questions answered. You may have a number of questions that you're not quite sure of. Join the Facebook group, you can ask those questions, and one of us will be able to get that answer to you fairly quickly. You've probably got some questions about how to buy Bitcoins, where to store them in terms of wallets, how to get it to USI Tech and all that sort of thing. And we have some training videos on the group that basically has some resources of where to buy Bitcoin, how to transfer it into a wallet, how to transfer it into USI Tech. So it basically shows you step by step how to do all those things. Now, in order to join that Facebook group, you do need to have joined USI Tech first. It's just to maintain the integrity of the group. Obviously, we don't want everybody and who's not really interested in Bitcoin at all joining the group anyway, just to spam it or to post unpleasant things. That's not what we're about. It's only for genuine people who are interested in developing wealth through the Bitcoin system. So please do the USI Tech first. once we see you on there, we can then approve your request to join the group. So make sure you do that first and get all your questions answered once you join the group. And then you can make the decision or not whether you want to buy Bitcoin. It's entirely up to you at that stage whether you want to go ahead or not. But obviously, if anything like me, perhaps you want to test it out, on a small scale first, or if you're fully committed, then just go straight in. It's entirely up to you. There's no commitment to buy. There's no commitment to do anything, which is really, really great. There's no pressure at all. But certainly, my recommendation would be the sooner you start receiving those daily compounding returns in Bitcoin, which is only going to get you to start generating wealth quicker or sooner rather than later. So again, click that button beneath this video. That's going to launch up another page which is going to have 2 steps on it. Step 1, join USI Tech. Step 2, join the private Facebook group. Once I've seen you come up in my USI Tech dashboard, I'll approve your request to join the Facebook group, get any questions that you've got answered, and make the decision what you want to do from there. Look forward to seeing you in the group, and until then, we'll catch you later. Bye for now.